This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey, buddy, Doughboys, the comic book, Mitch and Weiger Chew America, Crisis on Infinite Girths, is available now. Wow, look at that bad boy.
Check out the two covers. Pretty cool, Wags.
Pretty cool. Our buddies Alex Fearer and Fred C. Stressing did a fantastic job on this.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
I dropped my Mitch.
Yeah, you don't want to be dropping your Mitch. You certainly don't want to be dropping your Weiger. That's right. These comics come with a toy. And there's one of me, and there's one of Mitch over there, and there's another one of Kowalik as the Noid.
That's right. Our secret little surprise is Kowalik as the Noid. If you order all of the comics,
yes,
you get a little surprise Noid one.
Yes. But a lot of fun. We're so happy with how it came out. It's such a cool thing that exists, and it's so funny, and the art is so great, and we really hope you all check it out. brkids.com is the URL.
And if you want, you can shove these up any hole you'd like.
Yeah, take your choice of hole. I mean, it's up to you. This one.
Maybe your butt.
Yeah. This one might be better for your butt. Another one might be better for, your friend's butt.
Yeah.
It just depends. Mm-hmm. Check it out, brkids.com. The ranks of fast food royalty, much like real royalty, are filled with ghouls. McDonald's Ray Kroc, who brazenly Mark Zuckerberged away the rights to the restaurant empire founded by the McDonald brothers. Chick-fil-A's Dan Cathy, who opposed same-sex marriage and funneled money to support conversion therapy. Carl's Jr. Hardee's Andrew Puzder, who graduated from lawyer for the anti-abortion lobby to burger CEO overseeing a famously sexist marketing campaign. But perhaps none is more notorious, not to mention more physically ghoul-like, than John Schnatter, who opened his eponymous pizza restaurant in Jeffersonville, Indiana in 1984 and began franchising almost immediately. By the 2000s, this upstart Hoosier pizzeria had grown to compete with national stalwarts Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Little Caesars. And Schnatter was not just the founder and CEO, but, like a Darkest Timeline Dave Thomas, its on-camera mascot. However, the combination of commercial fame and immense wealth rotted the man from within and/or shed the superficial layers concealing an already rotten core. By the 2010s, photos and videos showed the pizza patriarch at various states of inebriation and cosmetic alteration. At first known for capping his spots by saying the tagline, "Better ingredients, better pizza," he turned to slurring his way through barely coherent Instagram videos, including one where he describes a cheeseless pizza with the word salad phrase, "It's like dating a redheaded girl with no hair." Schnatter was formally purged from the company after using a racial slur in a 2018 conference call, and while his likeness was removed from marketing, the company still uses his name as its brand. It's like if Subway was named Jared Sandwiches. Still, the company has improved its standing since Schnatter's departure, and is now under the stewardship of former Wendy's CEO Todd Penegor. In 2024, discussing his transition from leading the third largest burger chain to the third largest pizza chain, Penegor told Nation's Restaurant News, quote, "Pizza is a lot different from hamburgers." Now that's a fast food mogul who's got his head on straight. This week on Doughboys, we return, once again, to Papa John's. Welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. I'm Tiger Weiger, along with my co-host, Low T Man, master of the Spooniverse, the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell.
Oh, like He-Man.
I guess that's off of He-Man, yeah. Low T Man.
The construction started right on time.
God damn it.
They're installing security cameras here at Headgum today.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because there's no one ever here, so they want to make sure.
I regularly play clips of the show for my doctor husband, who does not listen to particularly like it, so I really hope you pick my roast so I can silently stare at him excitedly while I make him listen to you guys read it out. Thanks for all you guys do. Emily C., never frozen on the dough scored. Hi, Emily C., roastedbirdfuck.com.
Emily C., good. I liked it. A good roast.
Yeah.
If you watch those security cameras, it will be like a post-apocalyptic movie where there's just like, if you scan through it, there's just nothing. Nobody is here. Nothing in the office is happening.
And then randomly Amelia and I show up at 1 a.m. to take a shit. And leave.
Yeah, eventually you see the Doughboys come in and go to it once a week. Wags, I finished a 93-hour fast.
How about that?
93-hour water fast. I just finished a 93-hour water fast. Let me tell you how. I don't know. I thought it'd be cool, like a social media clip.
Yeah, it was a cool way in. I feel like you had no place to go from there.
Yeah, it was kind of hard.
Well, tell us how.
I just drank water for 93 hours. It was kind of hard.
What was happening to you digestively, brain wise? Like how were you feeling? Like from hour 1 all the way till hour 93?
I'll say this: from the hour 1 until I ended, 0 BMs.
Wow.
I know.
Is that normal?
I was Googling and it appeared that some people do have, and I was drinking a lot of water, you know what I mean? So
sure.
And I had Chipotle before I started. My last meal was Chipotle, so I was like,
why?
And it was because I kind of was like, I was craving a chicken burrito from Chipotle, and I said this we did Gareth Reynolds' pod.
That's right.
And I was saying I really like the Chipotle sour cream.
Yes.
Which you get it. The Chipotle sour cream is good. It's a good sour cream.
I mean, I'm not sure.
No one does.
I'm not sure if I get it.
I think there's.
It has its own. It has a more watery consistency, I guess. It's not as.
I don't know.
Not
it's
as
almost
clumpy.
it's almost like a marshmallowy sour cream to me. I love it.
You think of it as fluffier. I think of it as more watery.
I just think of it
more like a crema.
It is. It's a bit like a crema. I don't think it was watery though.
You mean marshmallow like a marshmallow?
It's got a thinner
sauce?
consistency.
Yeah, like a marshmallow sauce,
like a marshmallow cream.
Yeah,
it's got a thinner consistency than like like some Daisy sour cream or some Knudsen you'll get from the grocery store.
Sure. Is that how you use it? Is it?
No, I just say the K.
How do you say it? Is it Knudsen?
I think it's Knudsen.
Knudsen.
Yeah, might be Knudsen.
I just look.
You were craving Chipotle. You have that Chipotle burrito. You take that to the Dome. You don't drink anything or you don't eat anything additionally for 93 hours, and you don't take one shit the entire time.
And I did seem like I was on drugs at one point.
Yeah.
I went and saw.
Do you think that Chipotle is just turning into pure fuel? Like, do you think
I converted my Chipotle into pure energy.
Wow.
Yeah, that sour crema was just running through my veins.
Like you tossed that burrito football, tossed it right into the sun.
That's kind of what happened, I guess.
Wow.
I don't know. I went and saw 28 Years Later.
I did too. Wait, this is where we'll just say we're recording this episode well in advance, as maybe people can
infer. It's within a month of it coming out. It's fine.
Yeah.
But the first thing I knew about it from you before I saw it is that there's a big hog in it.
Yeah. Not just for me. It was the blank check guys.
Yeah, but you thought you also thought that was real.
I thought it was real at first.
That's insane. It's such a huge. It's such a massive flaccid dong.
There's a lot of hogs in this movie. There's a lot of just nude zombies running around, and a lot of them have hogs.
But you only see really kind of the alphas are the ones
they focus on the alpha, who are the big burly.
And the alphas both have huge dongs.
They have huge.
So
dogs,
I think a part of being an alpha an alpha zombie is having this huge dong. Also,
I thought it was just good casting. They just found an actor who had the right look and had a big dick, and they're like, "There you go, you got the part."
It's huge. It's gigantic.
Yeah.
It would be like unusable. It would be unusable.
You think unusable?
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm sure you could find some uses for it, but I'm saying
some uses for it.
I'm sure that person could find some uses for it, but it's that sort of thing of I think you would be jacking off and be like, I'm lightheaded. There'd be too much blood going to
the Milton Berle.
Yes.
Sort of that would do. He had that famous line about when I get an erection, I pass out.
Yeah. I mean, he was a little too proud of his.
He loved to show it off.
Yeah. Which is, that really holds up the test of time. He loved to show it off. To me, it seems like an unusable hog. It seems unusable.
I mean, sure. Fine. I thought it was real. So you got me, all right? Danny Boyle, you tricked me.
You're pissed off?
You found a sucker who thought it was a real hog, but no, it was prosthetic.
That thing, sir, is a sucker. You can... I'm saying...
Yes, it sounds like you thought of a use for it.
I'm saying it would be hard. You were getting an eighth... You're not getting a lot of that thing in your mouth if you're even trying.
Speak for yourself.
Jeez.
Thing's going to be grazing my uvula.
Oh, my God. It will go past your uvula. It's huge. Have you seen the movie? It's gigantic.
Burning the tip with acid reflux.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'm buying a ticket to this movie.
It's a good movie. I really enjoyed it.
The hog comes out with an apple on it. So it's a full apple that you swallowed, I guess, apparently. Wags, coming back from the...
Wait, but you were going somewhere. You saw 28 weeks later. This was during the cleanse?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I was like hyped up.
Yeah.
I felt like I was on drugs. And I was saying to Rogers, I was like, I know it sounds like an RFK
buddy Ben
thing,
Rogers
but it's not. It's not an RFK thing. I'm doing this thing, and I was just like going like a million miles per minute.
Yeah, sure.
And I was like, oh, I sound crazy. And he's like, the fact that you keep saying it's not an RFK thing makes me feel like it is an RFK thing. and also I was so wired up. The energy it gave me was kind of crazy. But then I did a walk yesterday. I did like a 4-mile walk before I ended it, and I almost died. Like it was killing me.
What's your first meal on the other end of it?
Great question, Mike. I did a Faye yogurt.
Fun.
And I went to my other fruit cart guy. The other fruit cart guy, Victor, wasn't around.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you're doing great, Victor. And I got some mango and watermelon from my other fruit cart guy. This other fruit cart guy. So I ate some of the mango, some of the watermelon, Faye yogurt, and I did bone broth. I know some of that doesn't mix really. And pickles. I had a few pickles. But it was funny because when I first started eating, it happened a little bit earlier with our meal. It was like hurting the back of my throat.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because I haven't eaten anything in so long.
So this was, like you ended the cleanse yesterday. We're recording on a Tuesday. You ended on Monday?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I ended at Monday. My last meal was Thursday at 6:30. I finished eating my last meal at Thursday at 6:30 p.m. And then I had my first bite of food Monday at about 3:30 p.m.
Do you plan to make this a regular thing?
No.
Got it.
I mean, I might do it again because honestly, there were benefits from it.
Sure.
So I might do it again. It is hard. I mean, 4 days was fucking hard.
It's a long time.
It's a long time to not eat food.
Yeah.
And we love food.
Yeah, I know.
That's why we almost didn't do the place we were going to do today.
That's true, but you rallied. And you
rallied. I broke it. I broke 3 hours earlier than I was going to. I was going to do a full 4 days, but I wanted to have 2 meals in no matter what we did. And so then we got this big sloppy place instead. It was great.
There you go.
Anyways, Wags, let's hit him with a drop, Emma.
Woohoo.
Drop loading. Drop loading. Drop loading.
I love the Finch man. I'm a Finch man. Famous cat man.
He's a big time cat man.
I'm a Finch man. I like the Finch man. Love the Finch man.
Oh, it's Ben Affleck's dick. We love the Finch man.
Thank you, the Finch man. Thank you for showing us Ben Affleck's dick, the Finch man.
Your kids are gonna love it. Your kids are gonna love Ben Affleck's dick.
Your kids are gonna love it.
Your kids are gonna love it. The Doughboys, they were a cool podcast back when I was a kid. Meow. We love Ben Affleck's dick.
Irma. Are we gonna get what is it? DCMA?
DK said he put it up on YouTube and it did not catch the copyright scrub. So
hey, all right.
I guess we'll find out if Spotify feels the same.
Hey, Spoon Man, here's a stupid drop that I made. I was inspired by your most recent episode with Warren McGuire. Okay, so this is...
It's an old
this
drop.
is December 8th,
drop.
2022 is this email. I have so many dishes.
Are people just not sending drops in anymore?
No, there's a particular reason he picked this one. I think it's at the end of the email.
I have so many dishes and dirty clothes to clean, but I made this instead. I know you and Nick are extremely hard on yourselves, but I wanted to mention how much joy I get out of your podcast. I'm up in Toronto, Canada.
Wow.
And I can't even try most of the food you review. Maybe that's a good thing, ? Despite that, I can't get enough of your and Nick's relationship and the way you think. Your show has been, no one's ever thought of us as much as thinkers, so that's kind of nice.
No. I think we're pretty good.
Kind
of the philosopher kings of our age.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
Your show has been a legitimate help in getting me through this pandemic. As someone with mental health issues, you're both a lot better guys than you give yourselves credit. That's very kind of you.
What a nice thing to
I
say.
hope you enjoy Don't Hate the Drop, and please come to Toronto sometime. Thanks, John.
We did it,
John. I hope you were there.
I hope you were there. I don't listen to the podcast anymore.
John might not listen to the podcast anymore. P.S. I'm old university friends with Steve from the band Pup.
What?
And I love that you folks all know each other.
Wow.
Loved seeing you in the video for Matilda, which is
Wow.
as the kids say, that's a banger of a song, by the way. That's this is me editorializing this. PPS, I also loved you in Love. I think you stole the show as Randy. That's very kind.
Wow.
That's nice. Thank you. That's very nice words.
Wow. What a transition point. And roastedbirdfuck.com. Let's just bring him in here now.
I love it.
From Pup, Steve Sladkowski is here. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Thank you
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I won the Fuck a Fan contest.
You get to choose which one of us fuck you.
Both. Eiffel Tower. Does John have a last name?
Well, I could tell he just wrote John.
I'll
Okay.
bleep it if is it.
Oh, okay. His name is do you want me to we'll bleep it.
Yeah, say we can bleep it.
John.
Oh my God. Amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi, John.
Yeah, that's great.
Cool.
We got Pup. Pup is
Pup
here.
No, you just mentioned it. The video that Mitch is in.
Yep.
How great was that?
Amazing.
How did this come how did that come together?
I think we pitched, or Jeff Dutton might have written the pitch and sent it to us, or we reached out to him for a pitch. And I think just kind of with music videos for us now, it's like the less work we have to do, the better.
Sure.
Yeah. Like we made a lot of really involved music videos kind of early on, but yeah.
I love it. You guys still put out great music videos. I think it's a lot lost art in the music world, Wags. I think that there's a lot of
The Finch Man came up from music videos.
That's true.
It's his origin story.
As did what's his name? Who made Zone of Interest?
Oh, right.
right.
Yes, yeah. Not going to be able to pull his name right now.
Jonathan
Glazer.
Glazer. Yeah. So that was cool, and yeah, when I don't think he told us that you were going to be in it.
Oh wow!
And so when we got the cut, I was like, "Duh!" Yeah, you play a very convincing pawn shop greaseball.
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, it was a blast. I slicked my hair back. It was.
Yeah.
Have you seen the music video? You have.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has.
I've seen it.
I think we watched it.
We watched it
on an episode, or right before an episode when it came out.
It was an honor to be a part of it. It was cool as hell.
That record kind of came together during the pandemic. Speaking of, and definitely was like, oh, maybe I don't have a job anymore. I don't know if you guys felt that way. Like,
no, 100%.
I destroyed my YouTube algorithm during the pandemic because I would just be on my couch, kind of maybe stoned, maybe a little drunk, and be like, what do I do?
Right.
And I would just watch old live clips, so it just looks like I sit at home and watch myself on YouTube.
Oh wow.
Because,
sure.
But in the depths of pandemic depression, I was like,
will I ever do that again?
Do I? Yeah. It was very strange. But that record kind of was the sort of first thing that we kind of did in the pandemic and kind of coming out of the pandemic.
I mean, it was I think that was another thing for me too. Just as an actor, I was like, hey, I get to go and have a fun role for the day, and it was a fucking blast. I love doing it.
We should talk about this because
and Dutton directed me again. Wise on top
very
of it.
cool. Because we certainly experienced this as podcasters, where we had that moment where oh, this is maybe just over, but pretty quickly on we saw our numbers go up, and we're like, oh wait, no, people actually are feeling lonely and isolated right now, and so it's comforting to have the familiar voices. So we're podcasting is primarily a studio enterprise. We are oh, we're actually going to be okay. But, as a musician, so much of your livelihood is via touring. And that was just completely shut down for a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were on the road. We're pretty sure in early 2020, COVID kind of ripped through our bus. Before everybody knew what it was. Because a couple of the guys were the sickest I've ever seen them.
You guys also, we should say this, one of your openers was the Wuhan bat at that point.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We wanted Lab Leak 2020.
Right, sure.
I've gone to a ton of Wuhan bats. Have you ever seen the Wuhan bat live?
They're good, yeah.
No, he's him himself.
I thought you were saying the aqua bats, they were
no.
They were a group. You're saying it's one guy.
Yeah, it's the Wuhan.
Okay, I'll take it again. Yeah, I've seen him. He's good. I'm just use that second
SoundCloud rapper, right?
Yeah.
You know what? You know who could have helped us? Ozzy Osbourne. If he bit the head off of that bat, it would have
made things worse.
It does hang out in wet markets, right?
Yeah.
I guess Ozzy would have gotten it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But if Ozzy put an end to that Wuhan bat, that's what I'm saying. Are you uncomfortable with me?
I think if Ozzy is patient zero, I think he might turn into an alpha. That'd be the worst case scenario.
That is the
or
worst.
See like the Mr. Burns, like all the germs, they just it stops in his body.
I mean, there's a chance that he could have saved us in that way. But also, if he becomes the alpha, does his hog grow? How does it work?
I think my headcanon is yes, it grows. Because I think they're getting bigger all around. Right?
I think that the hogs do grow.
I think they do grow.
And
I mean, scientifically
it would make sense.
Yeah. Scientifically, it makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, right.
I hope that there's some clarification on this in the new 28 years later, which is coming out in like January.
Yeah, we're getting a sequel coming soon. So
have you seen the movie yet?
I haven't seen it yet, but my question about it was it more than the Nosferatu hog? Like, was it
I never saw Nosferatu.
Okay.
Spoiler. I trust me. Weiger already told me that you see the Nosferatu hog.
Yeah, it was bigger.
Okay.
I think that because the Nosferatu one, I was like, I wish they'd made more of a choice there. I wish it'd either been like huge or like just kind of like little. Like just give me something where it's like, oh, I get what's going on with Nosferatu.
Yeah. Oh, no wonder he's so mad.
Yeah.
You weren't happy with the size of the hog in general in Nosferatu.
No, I just think that it could have been more of a choice. It's just kind of a nondescript, like it's like a normal hog.
A normal
to big hog, but like not like it's not notable. Like the alpha one,
he always just thinks hogs are
the alpha one.
He thought Ben Affleck's hog was just normal in Gone Girl.
He looks fine. When you're watching,
and also it was a prosthetic. We found out
every viewer. Apparently, it was a prosthetic or CGI. I don't know.
Yeah.
But every viewer of 28 Weeks Later comes away going like, "Wow, that thing is really something." So
it's fake, of course.
No, but it's like big. Like that one is like really like notably big. And in Nosferatu, you don't have.
I feel better. There's a lot of bird nesters like myself out there. That I never knew.
Wait, let's go back to where you were before we went on this tangent. You're on you think people are getting sick on the tour bus before this is widespread. You're on the road and then everything shuts down.
Yeah, so we were basically like trying to outrun the like states closing down.
Oh, sure, right.
So we would like
that's why your bus is like making it out of the state as it closes down.
But yes, we were on the West Coast. Like we played in Washington. We did like I think Spokane and like Seattle, and those dates were kind of like it was starting to get weird. Like you could just kind of like what's going on. Like we had the show in Seattle was sold out and a bunch of people no-showed.
Wow.
And they were the venue was like giving gloves to like merch people.
Is this like, do you know is this specifically March of 2020?
This was, like February, March 2020.
Wow, okay.
And so like, we finished that show in Seattle and then like at midnight as we were like going to Oregon, our show would have been like illegal had we.
Wow.
Whoa.
So it was literally like, we were 24 hours ahead of all the state shutdowns. And then by the time we played, the Rudy Gobert day was like, we were in Oregon. Rudy Gobert.
We were also touring on this day.
We were in Denver.
And we were supposed to play in San Francisco and Sacramento. And we got to Redding, like, Northern California there. Yeah. And like everything was shut down. So like the last meal we had was like at an Applebee's or something in Redding.
Hey.
And I think
for the last bad one.
Yeah, for the longest time, it was like, I was like, oh, that's the last restaurant I'll ever go to.
Yeah.
A possibility.
We flew out of San Francisco, and the San Francisco airport was a ghost town. Wow. It was like truly one of the most like apocalyptic, strange. And then I was home and I was like, I don't know, 2 years. Because like they essentially shut Canada like the day after we got back. It was wild.
It's here. I mean, you could have been one of those stories of like, we got stuck in wherever. We got stuck in Oklahoma and we're here for that. I mean, like people who went on vacation and then got stuck in like, wasn't there someone who got like stuck like out of the country in like Costa Rica or something? There was like
cruise
there are also
ships
stories like that.
Oh yeah, got stuck out at sea.
There's like people who like went. Yeah, there's people who like went on like a tropical vacation and are like, we're stuck here.
But it's all over now, so we're fine.
Yeah, we're good.
It's all over now. Yeah, I'm not suffering from the effects of it still.
No, certainly not.
It's funny. This will show you. I mean, I'm glad that you're back touring again. And then so Matilda, the album is done. Unraveling of the Band. Pup, is that
Pup
correct?
The Band, yeah.
Yeah, Pup the Band. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. And was that album? Did you guys write that during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we were like fully like masked up in our rehearsal space, like air purifiers, like the whole thing.
Sure.
And then we like were in a mansion in Connecticut that was a recording studio. So like we were not going out, like kind of living in this.
That's kind of fun. And then you got to see people and stuff like that a little bit, right?
And then, but yeah, that all kind of was. It's just like such a strange. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we have that. I think in a similar way that I'm sure, like when you guys were recording, it was probably like, oh, this is like a time capsule in a way that like us doing this is kind of, it's not the same. Like it's cool to be here, obviously, but I feel like it's so interesting to have that, like records and movies and like podcasts and all that sort of stuff that happened in the pandemic is like a weird.
I gotta say this, that album rocks.
Oh, thank you, man.
I say if you know what, if a pandemic's going to lead to an album like that, bring them on. Bring on more pandemics.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, another thing that happened as a byproduct of the pandemic, we did a live stream for one of our Much Madness finales, and Pup did a song for it, a restaurant, which we showed to everyone, and it was like one of those things where it was just like such a we knew people would love it because it was great, but like the audience response was like so like overwhelming.
It was kind of one of those things that in hindsight actually were kind of mad at you because you just were very, very good.
Well,
and we sucked. You know, and then we were like, the fries are too salty or whatever the fuck we did.
I feel like we were very true to Doughboys though, because Nestor, his very talented wife, was the one who actually wrote all the lyrics.
Oh wow!
Like of the four of us, she like rewrote. You know, so the more successful wives. That broadly, I think, you know, it felt like the right it felt like the right thing for that. But it was cool. Like all those things, like you would have never thought, you know, I don't know. It was a strange time.
It was. I'll just a quick anecdote, which we talked about before, is I came out to the Salt Lake City show in an N95 mask, and the audience laughed.
Yeah,
that was. I mean, it was a joke at the time, but then we did a meet and greet afterwards. But the funny thing for us is that Wags. Remember, we did the meet and greet, and we were just putting fucking.
I was just standing there with a big bottle of hand sanitizer, asking people to use it, and some people said no.
No, I'm good.
People mostly said no.
People mostly said no, and then we would. I mean, every hand we shook, we would do it basically. Yeah. But and we somehow, by the grace of God, did not catch it on that tour where we were on stage when Rudy Gobert made that announcement. Wags announced it to the audience. But Wags, the thing that you said that was going to happen, or the thing that we thought was going to happen that didn't, was that it was like, oh, we're all going to do, once we figured out Zoom, it's like, oh, podcasting is now just a Zoom thing.
Right.
You have a home office and you
remote.
do it. And then to your credit, you were like, I want to record in person. And I was down to do that, of course. But you were like, we should record in person again. And then we did do it. And it was so much better for the show. And then also for you guys, I'm sure just being able to go on the road, it's just like, thank God we can do it again.
Yeah, for sure. It's been really nice. I think I'm definitely more appreciative coming out of that over the last 3-4 years, however long it's been. It's just like, oh, this is not something to take for granted. I think we've been on the road for so long that it you definitely can run into that a little bit, and it's nice to feel like like the meals on tour you kind of are more appreciative of, and the shows themselves, and just being able to like get up and go to a museum or something if you have a day off, like all that sort of stuff, where before I was kind of like, oh fuck, all right, I'll just do it, whatever.
Yeah,
you know, it's like it is kind of nice to be able to have that.
So you just mentioned museums. I know you live in Toronto. You're from Toronto. Mm-hmm. I was up there for the first time last year. We had Toronto Dough. We did our month of Toronto shows, and I had a great time. Little Canada, I was absolutely charmed by.
Yes. So one of Canada's finest museums.
Oh, I don't know. It's akin to a museum. But like, have you been able to make it out to Little Canada?
I haven't yet. I actually didn't know about it until you guys started talking about it on the pod. So
got to get Pup in there.
Yeah, we got to go check it out. You know, maybe
we'll get Pup in there.
Yeah, just put us. It might be the like we're doing some. I guess by the time this comes out, we'll have done the shows already. But we're doing a whole thing in Toronto for like a week.
Wow,
at a bunch of different venues. So maybe that'll be the crowning kind of a
moment.
Yeah, just littleize ourselves. But
just make sure when you're there to get littleized and don't get downsized, right? Well, I just want to give you a warning.
You don't want to get downsized because you can't reverse that,
right?
And then you just have to live in Little Canada.
Yeah. So just a warning. And I don't know if there is a downsizing option at Little Canada, but
like, did it cost more? Do we know? Like, yeah,
I think they're on a board next to each other, and it's kind of confusing.
It's easy to pick the wrong one.
Yeah,
I mean, with the cost of living in Toronto, it might be cheaper.
Yeah.
In Little Canada.
You guys gonna be outside of a music venue? There was that place I walked by that maybe the Stones famously played at.
The El Macombo.
Is that what it's on the it's like on one of those long busy
on Spadina,
Spadina.
Yeah.
Does Spadina go right up to the university?
It sure does, yeah.
Okay.
Ironically, that is the venue that we first played coming back from COVID, and I'm pretty sure that's where I got COVID for the first time.
Wow. You know what? Just looking at that place from the outside, it looks like a place you could get COVID.
I think they're like selling it right now at a loss. Like it was like a Dragon's Den guy who like poured a bunch of money in.
Dragon's Den, the Canadian equivalent of Shark Tank.
Yes. It was definitely like a not well done. Like, because the venue used to be like a crumbling, kind of shitty, but like charming.
Right.
What was the name of it again? I'm just gonna.
The El Macombo.
The El Macombo.
And yeah, it was like famous. My dad would be like, "Oh, I saw like all these like old blues guys there in like the 60s and 70s."
Wow.
And then they just tried to make it this like modern, like cool, like this is where you come and have your like your birthday party, or like we're gonna have rock bands. And they tried to put like a recording studio that was like floating in the upstairs, and like so they had a recording studio above a loud rock venue, and like it just like
just like installing security cameras while people are recording a podcast. Makes no sense.
Yeah, the sign is famous.
The sign is pretty great. It's a great sign.
That looks like it'd be famous.
That's so many of the transpo guys were like, a lot of them like crossover into like roadies and territory like that. And they were while they were driving me, they'd be like, "That's the Stones would play there," and stuff like that. It was cool. It was cool. It was great. Sparky, I don't think was a roadie.
I drove Mick Jagger once. Now I'm driving you.
Yeah.
There was one.
2 rockers.
I've had sex once. There was. I won't name him by name, but there was like I shouldn't even say this.
All right.
There were some transpo guys that were like, it was crazy back on the day, man. I worked on The Fly, and like the movie The Fly. Cronenberg's The Fly, and he's like, I had done coke so much, I was up for 80 hours, and I was driving Gina Davis, and I was like, oh man, Gina Davis could have gotten fucking killed, man. And that's, by the way, not Sparky. That's all I will say. Sparky is not guilty.
To be so cool.
It was so. I mean, so many of the stories was just like we were just doing coke in the transpo. It was so much of that stuff, and I was like, oh geez. I mean, I'm happy my drivers weren't specifically transpo drivers were.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I like that. I got the chilled out guys. Anyway, Gina Davis almost died. I'm sure.
I feel like the equivalent for us is like when you get like a bus driver, because we're like lucky to be on a tour bus now most of the time. But the bus drivers have some fucking stories.
Oh,
and
sure.
like just like. Yeah, we had this guy Ringo once who like lived on an island in the Gulf, like off of the coast of Alabama, who's just like, I eat squirrel. And we were like, hell yeah, Ringo. Like, cool, man. Like, just like, hearing weird stories. He was like, once I was like, Maroon 5 were on my bus and something crazy happened. You're like, okay, sure, man. Like, just
transpo people are maybe I mean this in the, I mean this in a good way, are some of the craziest fucking people in the world. And they are like, they have very interesting stories, and they live hard, I guess is the way to is to put it. Is transpo people specifically.
I used to work on the Comedy Central's At Midnight. The stage director there and his number 2 was this guy Jon Stewart, who's Kristen Stewart's father.
Yeah,
of the Daily Show, right?
Same guy. John Stewart, Hollywood guy, has worked forever. Shoulder length gray hair, great guy. His number 2 on the guy right underneath him was named Bones, just like his full name on the call sheet was Bones. They were both great, but they just had like endless stories. Yeah. Like they'd both been in Hollywood forever. They leave set each day in the same convertible, and then you talk.
and now they're on at midnight talking to fucking your ass too.
I know.
You're gonna throw the stone at me.
They're talking to me. They're talking to my dumb ass, and every story is like, this isn't a real one, but something like, I was working with Nick Nolte, he shot me with a BB gun. Anyway, Weiger, sorry we don't have any Coke Zero.
Yeah, it's great. Like, we were on a bus once, and the band before us was Guar. That were on the bus.
Wow.
And we were just like, oh, well, we don't have space. Come, like, I don't. What do you? Well, like, I'm like, is there ice for my whiskey?
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just like
you open a cabinet to like put like some of your clothes away, and like blood just comes out.
Yeah. They're like,
Guar.
yeah. What weird tentacle porno DVD is this? Who let this, like?
Wait. So I know you're on the road a lot. You mentioned food earlier, and you mentioned that last visit to an Applebee's before everything shut down. But like if you are touring, what are the clutch spots you want to stumble upon?
Yeah, I think it totally depends, like where we are, right? Like,
Sure.
Definitely trying the regional stuff. I don't eat a ton of meat anymore, but for the vast majority of the touring time, any like fast food kind of stuff, like, again, I think I was telling you guys before we started, like, that's how we discovered Doughboys.
Right.
Initially was like, oh, we're like touring through the U.S. and like going to a lot of these places, and so it's like, oh, we can check out the chain, like, you know. But
I'm sorry, by the way.
Oh no, I mean, hey, like I get, I think, how you guys, the way you guys talk about what you have to do for the pod feels a lot like touring, where sometimes like you're like, I would love to eat well, and you're like, well, I have 20 minutes. Yeah. So like a McDonald's it is, I guess, you know. But McDonald's has always been was always a go-to.
Well, the other issue, just and from what we know too, and I'm sure this is the same thing too. You wrap up a show, it's 10 or 10:30 or sometimes even 11 by the time you get out of there. What are you going to eat for dinner?
Nothing's open.
There's nothing open. And we've been in like cities, you know, like kind of remote-ish places where we're like, what the fuck are we going to do? And it has been McDonald's.
Yeah,
it was.
exactly.
It was McDonald's.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Like, sometimes we'll do like a post-show pizza. You know,
like that.
if there's like a local pizza chain or like a local kind of spot that is good, you know, like. Or if you're somewhere weird, like regional, like St. Louis has like St. Louis pizza.
Right,
like,
sure.
You know, we try and do some of that stuff to kind of, you know, the more you travel, the more you kind of realize how proud people are of that stuff, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
And it's a really good way to kind of just like learn a little bit about where you are.
Because I definitely the way it sounds like like that's a really interesting approach. That's kind of taking advantage of like the regional variants, because I know I've talked to other like road warriors who are like, no, I just want to find a Chipotle in every city. You know, it's just like whatever's. What's that?
Mel Gibson?
Gibson specifically.
The road warrior?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Him and Master Blaster. The idea that you just get to a city and just something I know is going to be there. Like, I just eat Subway all the time because Subway is ubiquitous and I know I can get my solid Subway order. But you're actually saying like, hey, if I'm in a region that has a Waffle House, I'm gonna get Waffle House.
Yeah, like Waffle House is a great one. Like, when we kind of discovered the Waffle House like breakfast, you're like, oh, that's awesome. Like, there at the time when we were kind of in a van, like that was definitely more of a thing, because you are sort of like eating like on the road.
Sure.
Whereas like with the bus now, with like rider stuff, we'll actually put like whole wheat bread on the rider and like have like veggies and hummus and like, you know, cold cuts and like vegetarian cold cuts, and like that'll be on the bus. So after show, we're not always like killing ourselves, it feels like. I mean, not that eating cold cuts is like the best thing for you,
right?
But
like,
it's a step up.
Yeah,
sure,
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think like that's for me. If I need something reliable, I almost will do like just like a cuisine that I trust. So I'll be like, oh, there's always going to be like an Indian restaurant, or there's always going to be like a Thai restaurant in every city that is like usually pretty good. And if you like have that choice fatigue, which I feel like on the road, the number of choices of like, okay, I just feel like I made my decision on lunch. Now I have to think about dinner. And like, where usually that's like a joyful thing, sometimes.
Or you could do a 4-day fast. You don't.
Yeah. So,
and no shitting on top of that.
Yeah. Pure energy.
Yeah. There was nothing came out of my body basically.
That's so intense.
I just feel like that would be unnerving for me.
Yeah, it might stress me out. I'm a little stressed for you right now.
Yeah, no,
and
I'm
it's
still
done.
stressed. I mean, look, something's coming out after what we ate today. There's no doubt about it.
I totally get that. The analysis paralysis, I feel that all the time, and I love for decisions to be made for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I feel like at a venue, the food is either very, very bad. It's either like trash, or weirdly, it's a venue that has like Michelin food. It's like, oh, this venue is known to have great food, and you'll have like a great food.
The Sinclair in Boston is kind of like that. Actually.
Okay,
They have like a great.
Love the Sinclair.
Yeah, they have like a great restaurant attached, and they're like, here's like $300 worth of food, and you're like, cool.
Yeah, that rules.
Thanks, guys.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but that happens. I feel like more in Europe. Like for us, like there's they have a bunch of government money, like in a lot of the venues, so. There will be a restaurant, or there'll be like, oh, you get a deal like, this beautiful like wine bar across the street. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool. We shouldn't be here, but thank you. That's like, we're not fancy enough for this, but.
Right.
We need we need the Doughboys bus. I mean, I think if we used a bus for one tour, we'd be like $70,000 in debt, but we should still.
The dough bus, if you will.
The dough bus.
Yeah.
The issue is that not only does he not like to fly, he doesn't like to drive.
It would also be a repeat of the Dave Matthews Band bus tour.
The amazing thing about that is like it is so expensive to shit in a bus.
Right.
Like you're really not supposed to shit in a bus.
We've been told this by other people.
I also have heard from that dumping that it was mostly piss, right? Piss and like the in like whatever the water, and also
you're the guy who gets the one turd. God damn it! You're not supposed to be doing that up there.
Yeah. The piss I can handle.
I said it before. Chicagoans were lucky to have the fucking fucking dirty Chicagoans got you were blessed with Dave Matthews shit.
Yeah,
and all you Zoomers like to joke about it.
Yeah,
but I have heard that it was Dave Matthews Band took the hit for their opening act. Is what I heard.
Interesting.
I heard that it wasn't their bus that did it. And first of all, it's not even their fault.
All right, now you're in RFK territory. It's conspiracy theories.
Also, the blue stuff in the toilet is worth drinking.
I was recently. My wife's from Kentucky and grew up like around horses and stuff. But we were recently like at like a tack shop near Toronto, because she's like wanting to get back into riding and stuff. And there was like they sell ivermectin, and there was a display. There was a fucking display at the
whereabouts is it?
It's in Ajax, Ontario. But there was like a display that was like, you cannot. This is not for human consumption.
Right.
And I was
right.
It's 2025.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
That's still. But yeah, the blue stuff. Drink the blue stuff. Take the ivermectin.
Methylene blue.
Yeah. Inject yourself with bleach. I think that was a good one.
That there was stuff that when I went to my doctor and we were discussing long COVID, I was like, I just want you to know, I'm not trying to get methylene blue or so. It is this annoying thing of like I'm not that crazy. Whatever. People don't believe that it exists. Wags is the other issue with long COVID is that people don't think it exists.
I mean, like, where is the science on that? Is there, because I honestly haven't done you would have done way more research than me.
The science is that there's like no way to actually prove. There's like a CAP test that they do and stuff like that. And like
it's kind of like
COVID antibody. Like I think there's like people who have high COVID antibodies, maybe a sign of it, but there is like no real test for long COVID, which is the annoying thing.
It reminds me of Gulf War syndrome back in the day, which were a bunch of people who like served in the Gulf War, came back and just had a bunch of like illnesses that no one could wrap their head around, but they were like, we're just still not. There's just no actual data on what it was.
Yeah,
but like
now it's like 1 in 10 people.
Yeah, sure.
It's like it has.
I believe you. I haven't done any research into it. It's but yeah, that ambiguity.
RFK yourself.
That ambiguity. I feel like that's the most frustrating thing when you have something that you want treatment for, and just like they're just like, we don't fucking know. I don't know.
I mean, multiple people when I was like, I'm pretty sure for a year and a half I've had long, and I thought that even when I first was dealing with it. To be clear, and I never was publicly saying it, but then also I told 2 people and they're like, that doesn't exist, stuff that are friends.
Yeah.
And then like even when I was first talking to my doctor about it, he's like, I don't know. And you're like, dude, a year and a half ago, I got these symptoms and it was completely different. And then since then, it's been much better in the year and a half, whatever. This is a year and a half of going to the doctor, but.
It's kind of crazy. You see 28 weeks later, that Alpha had long COVID. Nah, man.
If he grew up around horses, he would have fit right in.
Wait, you mentioned
Check
Louis.
this out. Jemmy's ears.
I know
on my
Jemmy's
leg.
ears on your leg.
nice.
Very cute.
That's very cute.
Okay, so but you mentioned Kentucky,
Yes.
and there is a Louisville connection. Your wife grew up around there, and that does bring us in a way to Papa John's.
It does, yeah. I the funniest thing about all of that for me is I am a Kentucky Colonel.
Wow.
Which is like my mother-in-law at 1 year at Christmas just like handed me a wrapped big kind of like sheet essentially. Yes. And opened it, and it was like, "You are a Kentucky Colonel," and I was like, "Well, clearly this can't be that hard to get."
No, it's like buying a star.
But my wife is a Kentucky Colonel. She served in the State House in Frankfurt, and has the distinct dishonor of meeting Mitch McConnell and like weird, just like weird stuff. But yeah,
did he freeze up on her at all?
Yeah. I have a friend, my friend Tom, who actually has a podcast called The Trillbillies, which I'm sure you guys know about. Yeah. He's convinced that like the Mitch McConnell freeze up is just like the angel of death, like over the shoulder of the camera being like, "I'm coming for you, man." It's like not soon enough. Jesus. But yeah, so Kentucky was a place that we'd played before, and I kind of like Louisville was cool. And after she and I met, spending a lot of time there, just like what a bizarre place. Like and then you're like Yum Brands is from Louisville, and like Papa John's, like this whole strange like fast food ecosystem is there.
Yeah, fast food royalty.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, Papa John's are originally from Indiana, but there is a strong Louisville association.
Yeah, across the river. So wherever that bar that he like started in, I think is just like right across the Ohio River.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Louisville's cool. It's like have you guys have never
been. No.
Yeah. It's fun. Like I think my wife thought I was like trying to impress her. I was like, "Oh, it's the coolest bee market in America." And she was like, "What is a bee market?" I'm like, "Right, you're not sick like me. Treat different cities like based on their population and how many tickets you're supposed to sell there. You don't think normal people don't think like that."
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's super cool.
When you said bee market, I did immediately think of a market where you can buy bees, or that's filled with bees, basically. I don't know what you thought.
No, I'll admit I was also thinking like a honeybees were there, and
there's bears with like
killer
carts.
bees.
You know the fried chicken, but have you considered the Kentucky apiaries?
We've never done bee markets. We are a bee show.
Yeah, I think so.
But we've never. We would like to do some of those places. I mean, we
both have bee cups.
Bee cups? I don't think so.
That's what we're calling the tour, the bee cup tour.
The bee cup tour. I wonder what size bra, or are they called bros for boys? Are there boy bras, or is that just what people would say?
Anyone can wear a bra.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
All right, well, yeah, sure. I'm saying
But are there ones marketed towards men in the same way they make like dude soap or whatever? It's just like a black bar of soap.
I wondered if there really was a dude bra.
That is, you know what, Mitch? I bet there is some sort of branding that's just sort of
and it's probably like 30% cheaper than the women's
version.
Right.
It's cheaper, and it's got like camouflage on it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff like that that's just like the man's wallet. Finally, a wallet for men. Like, what are you talking about? Promo code DOUGH for 20% off your man wallet. Isn't that like that's a weird genre?
I'm just having fun thinking of going home with a girl and being like, I mean, this is clearly a fantasy.
A fantasy.
Going home with a girl and being like undo my man bra.
Your man's ear.
And she does it with one hand, and I'm like, impressive.
Yeah. Not your first time.
Not your first time I see undoing a man bra.
Wait, so you're so you spent some time in Louisville.
Yep.
We know we've learned that bee market does not involve actual bees. Do you is there any local eats as someone who like tries to find some sort of food in every territory? Is there any sort of local eat specific to Louisville or Kentucky in general?
Yeah, I mean, I think fried chicken is like all kidding aside.
Yeah.
There is. I haven't done it yet, but I've really wanted to go. One of the like original Sanders Family like buffets, because KFC started as like a buffet,
right?
Is still open like just outside of Louisville. We've not done it yet, but there's a place called Lee's famous recipe or Lee's original recipe, which is kind of like a local like KFC competitor. Which is really awesome. And I don't know, like there's the hot brown sandwich, I guess.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've still not had one. There's a lot of stuff that I think I kind of missed the boat now with not eating as much meat.
Right.
Yeah.
But pizza is a food that you can really indulge in, and the absence of meat isn't that big of an issue.
Yeah.
I
sounds like a turd.
It does. Yeah, it does sound like a turd sandwich.
Turd sandwich.
Yeah. But I am interested in trying it.
Yeah, there's like a tomato on it. I'm just like hot and gravy. I don't know if
I kind of wanted to be all beef and gravy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I lost my brain.
We were talking about pizza. We were talking about, was that where your mind was headed?
I have no idea.
Hot brown
blank.
sandwich, eating turds. You were talking about eating turds.
Was I talking about eating turds?
I mean, you brought it up. B
cups. There was something I was going to say about B cups, and now it's lost me. We'll get back to it.
Hot brown also makes me think of coffee.
Oh yeah, that's in a sketch I called. I used to call it hot brown. Thank you, Emma. But anyways, that's maybe what I was going to say. Sorry. Okay. I froze up. I did a Mitch McConnell. I saw the angel of death behind the camera.
The Papa John's just hit your stomach.
Yeah, that's right. Do you get there's like the lore of the Colonel Sanders grave in Louisville, where apparently like the 11 herbs and spices or whatever it is, like 5.5 of them are buried with Colonel Sanders.
Wow.
So it's a proprietary. I don't know if it's like an urban legend or something, but
how can half of a spice be buried?
No, the recipe, like they've literally torn the original recipe card or something. Wow. He's buried in this place in Louisville called Cave Hill, and this is again all stuff my wife has told me, but like they had to put a moratorium on people bringing like memorial chicken to Colonel Sanders' grave.
Sure, yeah.
They're like, there's too many like varmints.
Yes.
like raccoons and stuff.
They hire the Doughboys to just...
Yeah, police Colonel Sanders' grave. But yeah, and then Muhammad Ali. There's like 2 lines.
Wow.
There's like 2 lines in Cave Hill Cemetery. One goes to Colonel Sanders, and then one goes to Muhammad Ali. It's really a study in contrast.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Right.
That's like in Atlanta, there's the Coca-Cola Museum and the Civil Rights Museum, like right across from each other. And like so many like dopey Americans are just waddling into the Coca-Cola Museum, including me.
We visit?
including me.
Me and Emma too.
Yeah, we were there.
I went to the Civil Rights Museum. It's great. I believe it's a Civil Rights Museum. I don't see. This is me not even knowing.
I went. I believe it.
I just don't know. I don't know if that's the name of it. Let's see here. I'll find out. I was going to say that I just don't know that. It's funny to me, like in the South, just how readily available fried chicken. Like you know what I mean? Like here, it's like you want some fried chicken, you're going to like one of the fried chicken spots here.
There are some. You can find spots like Honey's Kettle or Dinah's. They're like local fried chicken establishments here. But
it's so many buffets I went to.
Yes, it's not as omnipresent.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
I think LA has the like Korean fried chicken thing too. Like,
that's a great point.
The Prince, right? Like, I've been there before, and that was like awesome. I had a really great time.
We've talked about on the podcast.
Yeah,
BBQ chicken. Which are Korean chains that have outposts in LA. So what is your talking about pizza generally before we get into Papa John's? Like what is your favorite pizza? And that could be like a chain, it could be a local Toronto spot, it can be just like a type of pizza. But what are you really hoping for?
Yeah, I think for me, I used to be very much like the works. Like give me the whole like the deluxe sausage, everything, peppers, mushroom, like as much like a real like floppy kind of.
Yeah,
just like not to quote that guy, he shall not be named. But like I think more now I'm very much into like simple, like a handful of ingredients. Like a nice like veggie pie. But Toronto, it's like you have Maker, you have like which is Matty Matheson's place, sure. And like.
I had Maker when I was
Maker's
there,
pretty good. Super Point, which is another Toronto chain, and North of Brooklyn is really good too.
North of Brooklyn's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's the one I was raving about. There was North of Brooklyn, and there was another great. Toronto has very good pizza.
Yeah, it's been a really kind of cool thing to see. Like a lot of places kind of popping up. There's a guy in the city named Graham, who his place is called Graham's Pizza, and he's like making the dough every day by hand, and he just sells everything until it sells out. And shout out to Graham, he's great.
Do you have of the Canadian pizza chains? You got your Boston Pizza, you got your Pizza. Are any of those you like?
I tend to go for Domino's actually.
Domino's,
more.
Okay.
Yeah. Pizza was the pizza of my childhood. So every birthday party you would go to, every school pizza day, that was the United Way fundraiser for $2 for a square slice. The ultimate drunk pizza, I think. But I've just had it. It's when I go to the Raptors games, I have a partial season tickets with some friends. Pizza is one of the few vegetarian options. So I still do have it. I think their garlic dipping sauce is the best.
Wow.
Of all the ones that I've had, even of Domino's. But I don't really care for the pizza anymore. Domino's will be what I go to, but for the most part, it's north of Brooklyn usually, or Maker.
Right. North of Brooklyn was fantastic. I got with a former guest, friend of the pod, and Twisted Metal actor Jono.
Wow.
John Wilson, yeah. I didn't get the only one that I didn't get that I am sad about was Pizzeria Badiali.
Oh, Badiali, yeah.
Badiali, yeah. Cool, I never had Badiali.
Yeah.
I did have. I'm gonna go over them. North of Brooklyn was maybe my favorite. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I had Fourth Man in the Fire Pizza. That's where I had my birthday. That was a great one.
Fun.
And then I had the one that Matty Matheson spot. I ordered that one time. And then there was another. Fresca. I had Fresca pizza.
Okay, I don't know if I've had Fresca.
That's on the corner. It was very good. It was very good. There's a lot of legit great pizza places.
Yeah. There's another place in Toronto called Blondie's that's really good.
Blondie's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good. We're having a good. I feel like Toronto got really caught up in the brioche burger kind of trend, and I just was
it's exhausting.
Yeah, totally.
It's too much.
Whereas with pizza, I think it doesn't feel like people are just doing the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
There are
you're not getting cul-de-saced into the same preparation.
Yeah, if you want a pepperoni pie, the Blondie's just jalapeno and pepperoni, that's a great pizza. Some of the veggie options at North of Brooklyn are great, but yeah, it is great pizza.
We have a natural pivot point into Papa John's, but since you mentioned your Raptors fandom, you're wearing the Lithuania basketball shirt.
Wow.
Do you where are you on? Is basketball your favorite sport? Do you like to watch them dribble up and down the court?
Oh yeah.
Is that where you stand?
Yeah. I love. I grew up playing baseball, so I played baseball pretty competitively until I was 18.
And were you a Blue Jays fan?
Yeah, I still am.
Still am a Blue Jays fan. Sure.
But I think just in terms of sheer enjoyment, the NBA is kind of it's a soap opera. It's live sports. It's everything. It's fashion. It's and we've got Shea.
That's true. This is
This
is a big thing now because there's so many, the NBA is such an international game, as was still happening back in the era of Lithuania at the Olympics. But it's become such a global game, and then so many elite players are now Canadian, including in the NBA Finals, which just concluded as of this recording. You had Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, you had Benedict Mathurin. I'm trying to remember who else is Canadian, but there's a handful.
Yeah, Lou Dort.
And,
and Shea, obviously. Yeah. It's cool. Obviously, nationalism is ridiculous, but
sure.
I feel like the one time it's acceptable is in in basketball,
sports,
but it is cool. I feel like it's been really fun to kind of have that, and it really is you hear people talk about it, even a Corey Joseph or Kelly Olynyk, that sort of old guard of Canadian players, the impact of Vince Carter and the dunk contest. And that era of the Raptors was so important for kind of growing the game in Canada, and we're kind of seeing it now. This is the first generation of players who's they remember the Raptors winning a championship because it was 5-6 years ago, but Shea would have just probably been at Kentucky in college, so it's it is kind of cool and exciting to feel there's a basketball ecosystem in Canada that's fun to kind of follow.
You go to Raptors games. Do you have any like optimism for the upcoming season? They're kind of in a transition point. Obviously, winning the championship was so seismic, and that lingers for a while. But like, it feels like they're kind of in a space of they got Scotty Barnes, but what actually is this team's a plan for the future?
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I think getting Brandon Ingram was like an interesting trade last year. I think they're hoping they have Alex McKechnie, right, who used to be for the Lakers, who's like the sports science guru, who was the guy that kind of invented load management as like a concept, right, for Kawhi. I have a feeling they're going to try and do something similar with Brandon Ingram, which I think could help keep him on the court. But, that's the NBA. Like, I think the East is wide open, too. So this is the other thing. It's like...
It's true.
The East is wide open.
It's depressingly wide open because of some injuries.
A couple of, like, the Celtics trade just, like, last night. The Drew Holiday trade.
We love you, Drew. Sad to see him go, but I think, honestly, a pretty good trade for the... I mean, he's a legend in Boston forever, but I think probably a good trade.
Yeah.
For the Celtics. And what are you laughing?
No, it's just it's so funny to be like this, to just be a low post episode from like 1 month ago.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Tammy Sager was listening to old sports podcasts yesterday. She was telling us.
Tammy Sager, we love Tammy, but I get, and I understand that it's like a comfort for
There's
her.
a butt coming,
No,
Tammy.
hold on, Tammy. No,
Tammy,
we love Tammy.
Coming,
we love
Tammy. I don't know
Tammy
what's happening here.
unconditionally. But she was talking about I was like, I was just listening to an old podcast, and Shams was talking about Markieff Morris being traded to the Lakers. I was like, that's such an interesting listening habit. To like,
she said, I was listening to that, and then you replied, why? I looked up another place that I liked, Max Pizza. Max.
Cool.
Max was good. Max was also good.
Yeah.
It was bothering me. I needed to figure it out.
Max Pizza?
Max Pizza. I got to say...
Wait, is it M-A-X or M-A-C-K apostrophe?
M-A-C apostrophe S.
M-A-C apostrophe S. Got it.
I want to say thank you to Drew Holiday. I'm sad to see him go, but I think that is a decent trade for the Celtics. So,
and I just wonder if it would have even happened had Halliburton not blown out his Achilles.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think probably... the Celtics would be shedding some salary either way, just because it's like
Porzingis is probably speaking of long COVID, if he can ever play again. Hopefully he can.
But there was like the thing again. This is we're just an old episode of Hoop
Welcome
Collective.
to.
Yeah. It's going to still be the NBA offseason, so who cares?
But it is like a. The analysis I read is that by shedding like $4.5 million of salary because of the swap for Simons for Drew Holiday, that actually saves the Celtics tax bill like something like $40 million. So it's just like has this crazy compounding effect. So
you're the one who brought up the NBA there.
I was just talking generally.
You brought it up. It's your fault. We're going to talk about specifics. Oh, what we want to talk about NBA generally? Oh, I like the idea of basketball.
We can talk about the future. We can talk about next season.
Oh, cool. I like the idea of that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? It talks about that involves a trade that just happened because the East is wide open. This is on you. You wanted
to
talk.
It's not fully on me.
It is 100% on you.
Okay. Speaking of Zach Lowe, it's probably 100% on you.
Or do you want to blame our guest? Go ahead and blame our guest.
I'll take it. I wore the shirt. I get it.
Because it's not my fault.
I
don't know. Celtics hat. I don't know.
It is my fault. The trade was brought up, and I said, thank you, Drew. That's all I did, you fucking idiot. It's your fault. Our dorky listeners don't even like the NBA.
I think a lot of them do.
Yeah.
You know what? Tough shit.
But also tough shit.
Do you guys
have
you ever noticed?
Yeah, tough shit.
Yeah, tough shit.
All right, we're all agreed.
Have you ever noticed Zach Lowe? Sometimes it sounds like he's just eating like a ham sandwich when he's like podcast. He's like. He feels like he's like warding off indigestion like while he's podcasting.
I wonder if we sound that.
Yeah, that's basically.
Actually, I wonder what we sound like after with not eating. I should have done the podcast with a 4-day fast with not eating anything.
That would be interesting.
Maybe I'd sound a little more like this.
I said we should do a juice cleanse, and we'll all do like a 5-day juice cleanse.
Will.
And then we'll do an episode at the
One
end.
of the few times as an adult where I shit my pants is during a juice cleanse. Not completely, but
that's fair.
There was some stuff in there.
What were the other
Were you
times?
close to your house? Because
what were the other? Nice try. Was I close to my house? Yes, I was like in my house.
Oh,
that's a bummer.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Wait, were you going somewhere with this?
I've shit myself once, like in Munich.
Oh boy, that's rough.
Just like on the way back to the venue, I was like, oh, and like didn't make it. And then we
Were you on the bus?
No, I was like in the street.
Okay, got it.
Like, rushing to get back to the venue.
I liked that you reacted the way like an old lady would to seeing something uncouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess it's what you would call a shart. I guess you would say. Why?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
When I was doing the
portmanteau of shit and fart.
Yes, it is a portmanteau of shit and fart. Yeah. Yes.
For the linguists.
For all our linguist listeners. And now we'll talk about some linguist stuff for a while. They'll be happy. The juice cleanse, for whatever reason, the water cleanse, nothing was coming out. I'm talking nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Just
air.
Wow.
Every hole, air.
Every hole.
You just is this
off.
like
just air?
Air. Yeah, I was just there was nothing was happening.
Wow.
Were you just like really dehydrated?
Maybe that's it.
I think I was probably slightly dehydrated, but I mean, when I went on the walk yesterday, which almost killed me, I went on a walk at 90, like close to, I think it was 90 hours of not having eaten. I saw Sal. I saw my my UPS guy Sal.
How exciting!
I got his number. I got Sal's number, and I was like,
if he's an alpha.
If he's 100% is an alpha.
You gonna ask him out?
He's Sal. Sal. My thing with Sal was I was like, can I get your number? And I was like, I do a podcast, and you could tell he was like, you could tell he does not want to do he doesn't want to do the podcast at all.
Well, yeah. Why you got a square job? What's he going to come on the podcast for?
Yeah, he doesn't have to come on the podcast. Yeah. Well, he's a great guy to talk to, so I thought it would be fun to have him on. But I saw Sal. I went for a walk. I almost died, and I made it back home, and I was crawling around the floor like one of those omegas or whatever they are. What are the ones that are the?
I just crawlers.
Were they
I think they were just called
betas?
crawlers.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe they had a different name.
Betas. Yeah.
It might just be betas.
Well, and then we're saying too much. I loved 28 Years Later. It was like one of my favorite movies of the year. I love it. You guys gotta see it.
Yeah.
I'm going just for the hogs.
I mean, you're gonna like it. If you're going just for the hogs, you're gonna enjoy it.
They're prosthetic apparently, so don't get your hopes up.
They're huge. They're like they're like super soaker. They're gigantic. You thought that was real?
I don't know.
You have an inflated idea of what a hog is.
No.
And I think the issue is because you.
Okay. Hey, buddy, everybody knows there are things they can do to reduce monthly costs and improve their finances. But who has time to go through all of their expenses and decide what to trim? With Rocket Money crunching the numbers for you, leveling up your money game gets way easier.
Snip, snip, snip. That's what Rocket Money will help with, Wags. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place, including subscriptions you forgot about, like Doughboys. If you see a subscription you no longer want, Rocket Money will help you cancel it. Wow.
Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. They automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save. Then you can ask them to negotiate for you. They'll deal with customer service so you don't have to.
Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features.
Wow. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app and enter our show name Doughboys in the survey so they know we sent you. Don't wait. Download the Rocket Money app today and tell them you heard about them from our show.
Snip, snip, snip with Nick and Mitch.
Papa John's, founded by Papa John Schnatter in 1984 in Indiana. It's the third largest pizza chain in America by locations after Domino's and Pizza Hut, just ahead of Little Caesars. This is only the third canonical Papa John's episode, Mitch, though we did do Papa Shack's to discuss Papa John's Shackaroni on a pandemic episode.
That was Papa Shack's, though.
Yeah.
We didn't. Does not.
It does not count as a Papa John's episode. It was a Papa Shack's episode specifically.
Yeah.
So we got a few things here. First up, the large cheese croissant pizza. Papa John's is elevating the pizza experience with the global launch of its latest innovation, the all-new croissant pizza. The croissant pizza indulgently pairs the delicate, flaky texture of a buttery croissant with the bold flavors of Papa John's pizza, bringing the brand's better ingredients, better pizza promise to life through craft, quality, and innovation. The croissant pizza is available now across the United Arab Emirates from June 10th. Okay,
dumb motherfucker.
I read the first part of the copy.
You
I did not read
dumb
the second part of the
motherfucker.
copy. I said, let's get a croissant pizza. I did not realize that the croissant pizza is not available in the
I
U.S.
actually think what you said was all I want is the croissant pizza.
It was basically the reason I
Something that
wanted
could
to
have
do
been
the
solved by
episode.
typing in papajohns.com in
But
your
here's
web
the thing:
browser.
you put Papa John's croissant pizza into a search engine, the croissant pizza comes up, it brings you to a splash page where you're like, oh wow, this is a real thing.
Guess what? You put McDonald's poutine in, and guess what? It comes up. It exists, just not in the United States.
Yeah. So unfortunately, the reason for the season, the large the croissant pizza, which we were going to test,
love that Bloor
taste
McDonald's, by the way.
Oh man, wait, where's the one that they turned the lights off for you?
That was right by the museum.
Oh, okay.
When Weiger was talking about the Natural History Museum, I believe.
Right.
When Weiger was talking about the museum, I thought he meant that, but you never went to that museum.
No, I didn't.
But you remember on the Choo Choo? Oh,
Yeah.
You love the Choo Choo.
I did love the Choo Choo.
Which we're going to have to get the dough train if we ever tour. Because
Yeah.
you won't, even if it was a really good bus driver, there's a lot of great drivers. Nothing.
So what do we do? We're fine.
We're never going to tour again anyway, so
Yeah.
who gives a shit?
That sounds nice, actually. It's pretty good.
I mean,
we did like 20 minutes of being like, it's so nice to be back out. And you're like, we're never touring again. I'm like, sounds good.
It is nice too. He's never, we might not ever tour again. He doesn't like doing it, which is fair.
I get it, dude.
We had some good shows.
I get it.
The museum stop on the train line, Wags, you saw is almost like a Egyptian.
Yeah, it has a whole.
Yeah, it has a whole thing, which is very cool.
And then every other one is just like, fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, I will say immaculate
They don't smell like
system.
piss. That's the weirdest thing. They don't smell like urine.
Yeah.
I know. I missed it.
I smell piss every day out here. And I just wasn't smelling piss.
After we were on the subway, I went back to my hotel room. I pissed, and I was like,
yeah,
I missed the piss
land
smell.
of liberty.
An immaculate subway system. In Toronto.
Yep.
Very, very nice.
So I, whatever. They're heavily advertising the croissant pizza. Definitely my fault that I did not verify that it was actually available domestically, so we're not able to have that. However, they do have a couple of other LTOs.
We're going to move Doughboys Media to the UAE at some point.
Yeah, we're going to Dubai.
It's like
we're going to taste test it.
Haven.
Yeah, it's like a tax haven
right?
sort of thing. Yeah. It's going to be the new Austin.
We did get right now they do have, though, the garlic epic stuffed crust and the cheddar crust. So we had a Tuscan 6-cheese pizza on garlic epic stuffed crust and a garden fresh pizza with cheddar crust. We also got a garden veggie papa. It was spelled bowel in the group text. So that's what I'm going with. But this is a bowl version that we had previously on the episode on a Papa John's episode, Mitch.
It kind of looked like it came out of someone's mouth.
Yeah, it really did. It was pretty disgusting looking and tasting. But let's start there. Let's start with first off, where are you on Papa John's in general? Like how many times have you had it in your life?
Pretty few, actually.
Okay.
Like surprisingly, I think it's one of those ones that I would dismiss out of hand. I was just like, I'm not having that.
Yeah.
Like either you're looking for like I kind of were saying, like if there's regional pizza or like a local pizza chain. I think for us, like that's what we'll try to go for. So every once in a while, you're like, oh, we got in late somewhere. Yeah, if it's one of the few that was open.
It would definitely be after Domino's and Little Caesars for me in terms of like the major pizza chains. I might go Pizza Hut above it as well, although like
Pizza Hut's gotten pretty bad.
Yeah, that's the thing. I probably would pick Papa John's over Pizza Hut at this point, but we were a Pizza Hut family growing up, and then I was into Papa John's in college because they had a lot of really good coupons out here.
That's where I tried Papa John's for the first time in college, and I did enjoy it.
Yes, and the dipping sauce was a novelty, like the garlic butter dipping sauce they had, and the pepperoncinis you get in there. A bit of a heat seeker, so it was like always happy to see those. But it felt like it was a higher quality level for a while, and then it kind of dropped off, and I don't know. It's kind of mid for me, but that's kind of the same for you, Mitch. It was never your favorite pizza place.
No, always a fan of John Schnatter himself.
I was gonna say, like bar pizzas, you guys kind of have that in common. Politically, you're aligned, too, right? Like, is that sort of
politically we're aligned? Yeah. No, I mean, I was gonna ask you what your thoughts on John Schnatter, but I sent you a great YouTube video of him with remember when he's watching the Bigfoot. And it's like,
oh yeah,
it's like you're just like seeing a person who's just like clearly out of his mind. Basically, at this point, that's like, like you're like, oh, this is like kind of just like it seems like he's mentally unwell or something.
Yeah, I he seems like a very strange person. Like, there's all this like lore. My wife went to the University of Louisville, where like Papa John's had the naming rights for the like football stadium, and like I guess as part of that, he also was on the like board of directors of the University of Louisville, or like the board of trustees. And so the only pizza she could get like anywhere on campus was Papa John's. Like,
wow.
And so it was like you could use like your university like meal card, your freshman meal card or whatever.
That's kind of fun
for Papa John's, but that was like the only delivery that you could get like on campus was Papa John's. So it's like,
I wonder what they had there. Cardinal bucks? What do you think was the currency?
Probably Cardinal
bucks. Yeah.
We had bonus bucks at Ithaca.
That's bonus. Why were they called bonus bucks?
Just because it was like
the Bombers, right?
Yeah, they should have been Bomber bucks.
They should have been Bomber bucks. Yeah.
The Bombers is like Ithaca is like a very hippie town. I mean, if you go like 5 minutes outside the city, it's a little Trumpian. I would guess.
You see a couple Confederate flags hanging around.
Yeah, it's always strange to see stuff like that in upstate New York.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, I mean, it's country.
My favorite kind of fucking dipshit. Someone's in the Union State flying a Confederate flag. You fucking idiot. You know your own history.
There was a kid at the end of my street who had a Confederate flag. And I was like, why do you? Yeah.
You can see him everywhere in America.
Yeah.
You can see him in California.
He was the guy who had the stuff. Remember I told you that big jar of like piss and shit and cum?
Ew.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Go on.
Amelia's like, wait, I got one of these jars.
The stuff.
Amelia, if you end up dating this man.
I'm realizing now instead of the garden veggie Papa Bowl, we ordered the stuff. So that's why that
that's why it looked like that.
Looked and tasted like
I
that.
just want to say quickly, I want to call all of you out. I took a bite of the fucking Papa Veggie Bowl. And you and Emma, for whatever reason, were just talking about it's like a bite of barf, and this is right when I took a bite of it.
In fairness, I had just taken a bite of it, and that was my
taking a bite of it. And then you and
Emma
Emma just start going on this fucking riff about how it's barf.
Fires that like tastes like barf, and then I was like, it does kind of look like so much barf.
Well, first Wags mentioned that it tasted like barf. Mitch was like, that's disgusting. Why would you say that as I'm eating? And then after that, Emma said, it looks like barf. So the barf discussion continues as Mitch is gagging.
Yeah, trying to choke it down. Yeah. You did a very good job.
I swallowed it. That was. I felt like I was about to throw up. It was disgusting. It was
really nasty.
It was as disgusting as the stuff. Also, that kid is a piece of shit. To be clear, obviously that kid is a piece of shit. And it was like a kid, like one of those people where you're like, why am I in this house when you were younger? And you know what I mean, like a.
Wait. So, but this discussion started. We were talking about the various currencies that exist at universities. Emma, what was yours?
Ours was board bucks, which has nothing to do with Emerson. I have no clue why they called them that. Yeah, BOARD, board bucks. I don't have a single clue why.
Okay, I went to UCLA and I think it was a Bruin card. So like that just ties into the mascot.
Makes sense.
Yeah, UCLA Bruins.
Bruin bucks are great though.
Yeah.
Ours were bonus bucks because it was outside of the meal.
Got it.
So it was like these are bonus. You can use them on what, but we didn't. You couldn't use them on outside stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like
our campus had there was like a Canadian chain called Pita Pit.
We had a Pita Pit as well. Was it still there when you were there, Amelia?
What school was this?
No.
It's University of Guelph. It's about an hour west of Toronto.
University of Guelph?
Yeah.
Guelph.
Is that the Guar College?
Yeah, it was like an agricultural science, like a big agricultural school, and I just went they had a little like arts program with a little music program, and I just
That's cool.
Yeah.
Skull shoulder pad 101. Just thinking of Guar classes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a
pig cum. You say pig cum.
Yeah, there was a space hog.
So,
introduction to Space Hog.
It's. I should have started the thing where I don't know anything about Guar. I mean, I know enough about Guar.
They have a bar. They own a bar in Richmond, in Virginia, where they're from. That has the entire bar is just all like memorabilia. So they're like war masks.
Is it called Guar Bar?
It's called Guar Bar. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great name.
It's awesome.
See, that's what we're talking about. That synergy there.
That's
Guar Bar.
Guar Bar.
Bonus bucks, bomber bucks. But it's like I was saying, it is a hippie city, and they don't even like that we're called the Bombers. Like that. Like I don't know why. Because
peace and love, man.
I mean, that is more of what the town of Ithaca is like. But you didn't. Pita Pit was gone when you were there.
I don't remember it.
Pita Pit was a big thing. Pita Pit, DP Dough. And then when I was there, they got a Jimmy John's, which and speaking of pieces of shit owners,
yes,
which delivered to campus.
But I think you were in the middle of, we were talking about the Louisville. He has the naming rights to the stadium. He's on the board of the university. And so he's just kind of a presence there.
Yeah, like she was saying, there are like tons of photos when the U of L like men's basketball team won. He was like drunk.
Yes, I've seen some
in
of
the
those.
Yum Center, which I'm sure made him pretty mad.
Yeah,
you know, like he's
right.
But yeah, they're just like photos of him with students when they like won, and that was like Donovan Mitchell and like Montrezl Harrell and stuff. But it's strange. Like it should have known that like some sort of racist tirade was coming from some guy who just like was happy to be drunk around a bunch of college students, even though he was an adult man.
Mid-40s at that point, probably, or something. I mean, I was going to say mentally unwell might just mean alcoholic. I can't really tell with him, but definitely not a good guy. In the
it does not seem like it.
In the pyramid of shitty people of these restaurants that we go to. He seems like he's up there. He seems like a pretty shitty guy.
Yeah, I mean, I get into it in my intro a little bit, but it is kind of like there's a real rogues gallery of people in fast food, and he's definitely, high up there among them. So that said, the pizza itself, we didn't get the croissant pizza, but we did get the Tuscan 6 cheese and garlic epic stuffed crust. I don't like this. So this one's the 6 cheeses are Parmesan, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Provolone, and what they call real cheese made from mozzarella, which is very specific copy. Shouldn't it just say mozzarella? But we call it real cheese made from mozzarella. That seems a little suspect. Anyway,
something about that sounds like it's not real cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's yes.
So they're complying with some FDA, regulation.
It's like me saying this is like me saying it's when I was doing my fasting that it's not a RFK thing. It's like it's not an RFK thing. If you say something that like that too much, it just becomes suspicious. It just seems like it's not real.
My "it's not an RFK thing" T-shirt is raising a lot of questions already answered by my shirt.
I would wear "it's not an RFK thing" T-shirt. That's pretty funny.
With the cheese pizza, I tend to like. To me, it's like kind of like a less is more approach. I tend to like a simpler, just like mozzarella or maybe just a couple of 3 cheese blend. We start getting 6 cheeses in there.
We're not going to blame this on you, but you put in what you wanted, and we wanted to get a chease pizza.
It would have been nice to have a cheese pizza.
Actually, we are going to blame you. Fuck you for that.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome.
No, if they had in fact had the large cheese or the croissant pizza as advertised,
they didn't. You fool.
I know, but
there's the reason we went back and did it.
If they had,
which is crazy because we are in the Emirates right now, right?
It would have been a nice contrast.
Where you Headgum UAE, which is it's warm out.
Yeah.
But I did think this was pretty good, and they have this the garlic epic stuffed crust is garlic flavor stuffed into and drizzled onto the cheesy crust. I like that stuffed crust. I thought it was pretty tasty.
The stuffed crust wasn't bad. I never think stuffed crust is as good as you want it to be.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Is the issue. I actually thought that I wasn't excited about the 6 cheeses because I always am like, it's unga pachka.
Yes,
I just like a cheese pizza more. I'm just going to say this all around. I didn't want to do this. I said we should have done Intelligentsia. And then I did say afterwards, I was breaking my fast earlier, and I know you have a connection with this restaurant. So I was like, I can do it now. I'm breaking the fast early enough to do it. And you wanted to do it so much because of the croissant crust. It doesn't fucking exist. And so we changed it from Intelligentsia to this.
I would just like... in the email I gave the option. I was like, I'm good to do either.
Yeah. You did say that. It's very much not on you. None of this is on you. He wanted to do the stupid fucking croissant.
All right, hold on. Susser also wanted to try the croissant.
Okay.
So that was another.
Right. Yeah, you mean the first person who showed up for a podcast day? He walked in the door before Amelia. We were recording another podcast here, and Susser walked in before Amelia did.
I feel like I got the full experience, like Susser just showing up for lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Really, quite a lot of Doughboys lore happened for me.
And he's in New York right now too. So he's
I didn't expect to see him when I walked in. I was like, holy shit!
I think the thing.
Also, to be clear, did he come back from New York just for the lunch?
Yeah,
his family, no.
Yeah. He came for the croissant crust pizza.
Because I was looking at the menu yesterday.
Yeah.
And the other cheese pizza sounds so fucking bad.
Yeah, sure.
That I was like, I can't, like,
just a regular cheese pizza?
No, it was like an Alfredo base.
Sure.
I didn't know.
I'm not.
You made the right call among those more artisan
Let me say
cheeses.
this. I gave you a hard time there. I actually think your order, we added the stuffed garlic crust to the 6 cheese pizza. I don't know if you're pissed off about that.
No,
Sorry for adding that.
No, it's great.
But your order knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, that was.
It was you had a great order. We'll get into it. And I'm going to say this, Wags, just as a little spoiler. Papa John's was kind of hidden, as you would say.
Papa John's might be back. We'll get into it.
Papa John's might be back. They might be here. I don't know if they've ever been here for me except for like college.
They might be here.
Papa John's might be here.
They might be here. I really like. By the way, this is another thing. Yeah, I mentioned in my intro, but I should bring it up to you here, Mitch, because you'll never listen to it. Do
you blame me?
The current CEO of Papa John's, Papa John Schnatter departs 6 years ago at this point, 7 years ago. He's kicked out of the company.
Is that how you say it?
Schnatter, I think. Might be Schnatter.
I think I fucked it up, but that's fine.
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
He's not worthy of you respect.
Yeah,
also true.
Really, I think
he's purged from the company. There's been some turnover, but their recent, the recent leadership, the new CEO as of last year, is the former CEO of Wendy's. So the Wendy's CEO migrates over to Papa John's, and it might have something to do with their resurgence.
That's funny because we also thought Wendy's had dipped, but then also after it won the tournament
Wendy's
for
might
champions,
be back,
and then Wendy's, I don't know.
That's also funny because you had some Wendy's when you came into the kitchen today. So there's literally a pile of pizza and a junior bacon breakfast cheeseburger or whatever the fuck sitting in the kitchen
great
right
Also,
now.
to be clear, I didn't just walk into Headgum with Wendy's.
No,
you did. You were like, "Hey guys, bacon. I got bacon breakfast.
I got breakfast baconator.
Breakfast baconator. Yeah.
I won some breakfast baconator. Well, this might be spoiling another thing.
Yeah.
I do think that episode will be out by now.
Okay, all right. So I won some breakfast baconators.
That's right.
And a Frosty on Gareth Reynolds' podcast.
That's right.
And you and I took bites of it, and it was damn good. It was pretty fucking good. But Wendy's has gotten cheaper, and Papa John's to me always seemed kind of cheap anyways. I didn't think it was
cheap. You don't mean in terms of value. You mean in terms of quality.
I mean, look, this is all in the history of pizza. Going back here, I used to love. I'm sorry, I have to take this into consideration here. It's bigger than just.
So we're going back to Rome. How far back are we going?
We won't go back all the way to Rome. We'll go back
to score.
Yeah, we'll go back to 80s, 90s.
Okay.
I loved a big Domino's large cheese pizza. I loved a Domino's pizza. Domino's, though, as time went on, kind of got more cardboardy, wasn't as good. When I was in college, I think that was kind of Domino's down point, right?
Yes.
Domino's wasn't really doing great around the time I was in school. That's when I was in Ithaca. There was a Papa John's nearby, and there was a Domino's, but that's the thing. I never really got Domino's at all in college. Papa John's or like a local pizza place was like other places in, them, Sammy's, the rest. That's the place I would get pizza. And Papa John's, I was like, oh, this is like a good quality pizza, but this is a college kid being like, this is better than Domino's. Domino's has its resurgence. We were bad. We're better now. I go back to Domino's again. I really like Domino's. Every time I have Papa John's out here, it's trash. And so I don't think of it as a quality pizza. I just don't. So so it's that confusing thing of Wendy's has gotten cheaper to me in my eyes, right? Like
again, just I want to clarify because sometimes people, when they hear cheaper in terms of fast food, they mean like it's
prices,
a good value.
not prices.
Not prices.
Prices probably more expensive.
Yeah, lower quality.
Lower quality.
Yeah.
And they changed their fries. I think the fries are bad. I've been saying this forever. I think that they should go back to the golden fries. I don't like the potato skins on Wendy's fries. They should go back to their normal fries. I think it would be a huge hit now if they went back to yellow cartons with those original fries. But it's just it's a money thing. It's the thing we say.
Follow the money.
That's not what we say. I mean, it is the thing we say. I mean, it is kind of, we're just saying the thing you say is that everything just gets worse.
Yeah, things just degrade over time and cost more money, and then that becomes a new baseline.
Yeah.
Just trying to see, like, what are you willing to tolerate?
It's a rosy outlook.
Yeah.
and that's, I mean, and that's what happened. That's what's happened with Wendy's. So I don't really know where to classify Papa John's. I'm like, as far as the chains go, like, is it a decent quality pizza place? I don't really know. I don't think so. I kind of think of it as like mid-level, right? Like I don't know.
I think that's right. Like,
yeah, sure.
I will say I was surprised, complimentary, with the food today.
Yeah,
same.
Not to get, we don't have to get into
agree.
it right away, but yeah, like
no, I think we can get into it. It was surprising. It was fucking good.
Like the last time I had Pizza Hut was so fucking grim.
Yes.
That I just it turned me off.
Pizza Hut maybe is the bottom of
Pizza Hut might be the worst one now. The Garden Fresh, I mean, definitely I would get Papa John's over Pizza Hut after this experience. The Garden Fresh pizza with cheddar crust.
Your choice. And
I'll just read the ingredients. Green peppers, onions, mushrooms, black olives, Roma tomatoes, and again, real cheese made from mozzarella. And then the cheddar crust is seasoned cheddar cheese melted on top of our large original crust. Best crust. Best slice overall?
Slice overall.
I mean, I don't always like an all veggie pizza. It can sometimes be what Micahs would call a wet pizza, you know. But I think this was pretty well balanced, and I liked all the varying textures here. I thought this was quite.
By the way,
I'm
just with you with the Portnoy flop. Like sometimes a floppy slice of pizza is fine. You just don't want a wet slice of pizza.
Yeah. You want to see some flop? Check out 28 Weeks Later. Years later, sorry.
It's a big boy.
Like a windsock. I like this. I like this quite a bit. Is this so this is kind of what your go-to slice used to be, you were saying?
Yeah, I definitely
would
love loved the like deluxe or the supreme or whatever. That was cute. Really
very cute. Jim distorted. Stretched.
Yeah, and so I think like a nice like kind of garden veggie pizza.
Yeah.
It feels like it hits a lot of those same notes.
Right.
For me without like pork just destroying my stomach.
Well, and especially as I think I was saying earlier,
shotgun handle. I was just thinking of the 28 years later. It's like a fucking. It's like a longer than a shotgun handle.
I was
just saying like girth. Like I was like that's like kind of close. It's like cocking a shotgun. Is like similar to the
emphasis on.
I mean, it's the truth.
You and I have both done done improv in the past and have. As part of that process,
it's an improv hog.
You're taking that's the thing. You're like taking you're taking like improv classes, and I remember taking one, and this nerdy guy was up there, and like for whatever reason, the scene he was jacking off, but he was going like this.
Yeah,
and then I was just like, wait a minute, like he was like it was like a motion, like he was like
we all know it's this.
Yeah, like he was loading a black powder rifle, and I was just like, what kind of meat does this guy have?
That's the 28 years later guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was him.
Well, that's what I wonder. If that's like, is this guy, was he just doing trying to be funny, or is like, no, this is how I actually jack off my huge dick?
Do you think he had a huge dick?
It's possible.
I never think that guy there was a lot of posturing going on there.
I don't know.
He was overcompensating?
I think he was 100%, unless he's an alpha. I have no idea. Also, I just want to say, in our Doughboys Reddit. I know you don't like to ever hear from the Doughboys Reddit.
No, and especially not on the podcast.
Well, not on the podcast.
Yeah.
But there is specifically a post in the Reddit that says 28 years later, and it says the boys are going to be talking about 28 years later on the pod, aren't they?
They're like going to be talking about this movie for months.
You're 100% right. I mean, you can't blame us. Yeah. It's a show.
There's a lot going
every
on.
Movie, look, give us more hogs in.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like you want more hog in a movie.
I mean, why not? We're all adults here, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying throw them in Pixar movies, but like you show a hog every so often.
Well, maybe do. Maybe a kid can see that.
Yeah, let us see Wally's hog.
I mean, with the
That's what you say at home all the time.
That's me walking in the door. Let us see Wally's hog.
You want to see like Stitch's hog.
There we go.
Right? Yeah.
Thank you.
I thought that I like the Garden Fresh pizza quite a bit. I thought the Tuscan 6 cheese was decent. We talked about the veggie bowl, which was just awful, just truly terrible.
Yeah, bleak, very bleak,
terrible, a bite of puke. But
oh, God.
But there was spinach in that puke.
There was spinach in the puke. Yeah. Real nasty.
It was so. I mean, it is so close to puke, and I think this is getting veggies. I think you did a veggie order. Are you fully vegetarian? Or
I'm like pretty much fully vegetarian. I break every once in a while. I actually broke. The last time I broke was for Wendy's. Believe it or not.
But this feels like a healthy approach, and that's where like I'm not. I don't feel like I'm as where you are exactly, but like I'm trying to get more and more towards just like abstaining from meat except for situationally. You know?
I'm just gonna say this. Wags annoyed me here because I was like, hey, I kind of want to order either the steak and cheese pizza or the buffalo chicken pizza. And Wags is like, well, our guest is eating vegetarian, so it's probably a good thing to eat vegetarian. I was like, fucking fine, I'll do it. And all that being said, the veggie pizza was my favorite. Was my bite of the night.
And also, bitch, I don't know, isn't it kind of like, it's also interesting to be like, hey, what is the experience of eating this place if I'm not eating animal protein? You know what I mean?
No, not that interesting.
It's interesting. No. It's interesting. You tried something you wouldn't otherwise have tried.
I wish I could say that it was like an ethical thing. Like I was really had lofty thoughts about myself, but it's purely like any good entertainment industry worker. This is born out of sheer laziness.
Yeah, sure.
Like I'm not like my wife is vegetarian, and I'm like, I'm not cooking myself an extra bit of protein and then doing extra dishes. Like, no.
You can't be doing two dinners with your partner.
You know, that's really and damned if I don't feel better, which sucks. That's the worst part of it. Is that like, it's the same. We were talking about it kind of before we started.
Yeah, we're talking before it's recorded. It pissed me out. I was just saying this the other day. Is just like I had a period because I wasn't eating any meat for a year, and there was like a month within that where I didn't eat any dairy either, and I felt incredible. Yeah. And I was just mad because I was just bored all the time by what I was eating, and it was just like such a it felt stagnant, but I could not. There's an added layer of frustration that it just works. It's like, this is just good for me.
You gotta always eat the same thing your partner eats when you have a partner.
You don't have to. But I mean, like if you're cooking dinner, it doesn't make sense to cook two separate.
Bachelor for life, baby.
I eat whatever I want when I want.
Alone.
It's not necessarily it's not necessarily practical always to prepare two different meals for you and your partner. Like so, like we're gonna eat together. I don't know. Let's make the same thing and share it.
And I think
it's easier.
I think the other thing about like just like touring and traveling and being on the road a lot is like that cooking actually is like a nice way of like feeling like I'm at home.
Oh sure,
too. You know, like because we eat out. I mean, you eat every meal. Like even if we're on the bus, you're like, all right, I'm making another sandwich. Like, and so that to me is kind of fun too, where I'm like, oh, okay, like here's some recipe that I want to try. That's like, it's vegetarian, but like, I don't know, let's like making lentils is like not hard, but it's not getting takeout, and it's not like going out to a restaurant, which is something I love. But like after a month on the road, you know, you're just like, all I want to do is like be in my house and cook something. And,
for sure.
I especially with a band. I mean, first of all, to just be a band like you guys and make music that is enjoyable and people are having a good time and watching
come
the
on,
show.
Now. Hold on a second.
That's that. I mean, already it, just on its own to go up there and play songs and people are enjoying themselves. We do a much dumber, worse thing that we question whether it's entertaining at all. But for you guys to do that, and for like what, like 2.5 hours is a show usually, right?
Yeah, I think we're kind of in the like 80 minutes usually on the headline show, so it's not as crazy, but it's definitely active. Like I have to change all of my clothing.
Huge question here then, as far as pissing and shitting, of course.
Oh boy,
what are you not eating before the show? I mean, obviously when you're like up there, you're sweating, so like the piss probably isn't as much.
Yeah, usually not too bad.
But it's had to have come up.
It's come up 1 and 2.
Wow.
Before I need 3 hours usually. Before like that's usually my window.
No food 3 hours before.
Yeah. So like if we're having dinner, like if we're on at like 9. I'm looking at like a senior citizen dinner, like at like 5:30 or 6.
Yeah.
And then like hour before the show, it's like vocal warm ups and like guitar warm up stuff, whatever. And then
what are your vocal warm ups?
We'll do like there's like a Stefan, the like lead singer of Pup, has like a tailored. He had a vocal coach for a long time. He still sees him every once in a while, but
yeah, sure.
It's like a 17 or 18 minute.
Wow.
Like full like
I love that.
da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know, like
I am a cow moo.
Yeah.
I am a cow moo.
It's really funny.
That's what I remember.
There's like, because there's just like syllables, like na t.
Okay.
But when you do it in like kind of rapid succession, it sounds like it kind of ends up sounding like you're saying naughty Tina. And so we'll always just be like, oh, gonna do your naughty Tina, huh?
Naughty Tina, naughty Tina, naughty Tina.
But and then like even I find like if I have a beer too close to like going on stage,
sure,
like
yeah.
I'll even like be burping.
Sure,
I've like fully burped into the microphone like while I'm singing.
I've stopped drinking during shows because it's just I get so sleepy. I used to have like I'll bring a beer on stage or I'll bring a glass of wine or whatever. I have a couple beers and then I was just like, man, I'm already barely coherent as the show is beginning, and then like midway through the show I'm just so sloppy and sleepy.
What was that cow bullshit you were saying?
I am a cow moo.
That's a warm up?
Yeah, it's a vocal warm up.
Ours
really?
Even, the one is like even less interesting. It's like,
oh yeah, that one's good.
And you just like you go up like semitones and down semitones.
Yeah, I have problem continually buzzing my lips.
It's a big.
Yeah, just I run out of gas.
It's like a good air. That's the buzzing is an air
good.
control
It warms
thing,
up
right?
and then
you can also do it with your tongue.
But yeah, it's
good for the microphone.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's really it doesn't. But there's no like.
You got to do it.
I think this will be out by the time this comes out.
Ooh, that's real.
How about I am a ghost? Ooh.
That's good as hell.
Should we get some Doughboys warm-ups made for us before shows?
I am a turd. Poo.
I thought that when you said you didn't have dairy for the year, I thought that was a song you sang when you were going crazy.
The one you said the word annoying, and made me think of another one I know. Any noise annoys an oyster, but a noisy noise annoys an oyster most.
Oh boy,
yeah.
You've said that one to me.
Yeah,
before.
it's a tough one.
All my like guitar warm ups are like all chromatic.
Oh,
and
sure.
So like it's just the most annoying thing you can do, just like playing chromatic. Like every note. What if I play every note on the piano in succession, and people are like, what about music? And you're like, no, it's not what I'm doing here.
You're
I'm
just practicing
warming
half
up.
steps.
Yeah, you're just kind of doing all that sort of mindless.
I do think like 8 to 11 p.m. is not a prime going to Browntown time. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's like
I'm usually done shitting for the day.
That's what I'm saying.
I think the trouble is that with the bus, like we were kind of talking about, like eating late, everything gets shifted. Your day kind of shifts 8 hours.
Right. You got like an NBA player schedule.
More or less. Like I sleep usually on the road from like 3 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, so I'll get 8 hours, which is awesome because the bunk.
Yeah, that's my road schedule too, not my normal life
irony
schedule.
is like when we were in hotels, like I would sleep less because we were driving during the day. So you have to get up earlier. The show ends. You sleep maybe between 5 and 7 hours a night.
Are you sleeping while the tour bus is driving?
So the bus drives overnight. So I'll just like
wow.
Yeah. But
that's wild.
So what I've started doing instead of like bringing beer, and this I'll tie in. It's why I'm probably sleeping so well. I'll do like just a straight bourbon like on ice.
Sure.
And so I'll do like a huge like a solo cup of ice basically, and like however many fingers of bourbon, like 2 fingers of bourbon. Like the classic. That's like an old joke that my great uncle used to do. Yeah, 2 fingers.
That's fun. You're kind of like doing like a horizontal metal symbol.
Yeah, exactly.
Devil horns.
I'm drunk as hell. That's what that says. And it kind of just like, it's not carbonated, so I feel like it doesn't affect me as much, like from burping or feeling bloated on stage. And
sleeping on a tour bus overnight as it's driving around, that's not a lot of people do that in the world.
It's pretty cool. So like, and you just
my CPAP would be sloshing around.
Yeah, I know people who've brought like CPAPs, like little like mobile CPAPs, and like tour buses. They all the bunks have outlets, so you can usually.
Oh damn! All right.
Yeah, it's surprisingly like it's pretty good. But yeah, like
season 1, the one of the transport drivers was Bruno Mars's tour bus driver. You know what he said about Bruno Mars?
What's that?
The nicest guy in the world.
I met him once. He was lovely.
That's what he said. He said Bruno Mars is a very nice man.
We had when I worked at Funny or Die.
24 Karat Magic.
Oh wow, yeah, it is. When I worked at Funny or Die, we went to his recording studio to like pitch him ideas, and he was like super nice. And he ended up doing a video that I think our buddy Ryan Perez directed.
Oh, all right, yeah.
But he but there weren't enough chairs, and so I just like sat on an end table, and it was so hot in there, and I could just feel my ass sweating onto this table. And so like I was just like, okay, when I'm done with this meeting with Bruno Mars, take your notepad, which you have all your ideas written on, tear a sheet out of it, and then immediately turn around and wipe off wipe your ass sweat off of this end table so no one notices. So it's the only thing I was thinking of the whole time.
That's funny. That's like the Bruno Mars estate is having an auction, and it's just the end table.
We don't know where the stain came from.
Okay, but we did get some meat, Mitch, by virtue of the chicken Parmesan Papa Bites. We also got the jalapeno.
That's the
Papa
one thing
Bites.
I ordered. You were saying, let's go all vegetarian. I said, I want to just try this one thing. This is my Wendy's. This is my break from the meal. I had a couple of these, and Wags, so did you.
I did, and I thought that these were going to be buffalo chicken bites, but they were chicken parm. And then the jalapeno Papa Bites, which had jalapenos and Alfredo.
Spicy suckers, also probably not great for me to eat coming out of the fast, but
yeah.
I took one for the team.
I took one for the team.
I'm something of a heat seeker. I loved those. That was my favorite thing that I had at this Papa Bites. The jalapeno Papa Bites were great. The chicken Parmesan Bites I was less into. I thought I
loved them. So did Sus.
Yeah.
To me, first of all, you thought they were buffalo. I was like, those are good, and you're like, I don't know. And
because that was the first time.
You thought they were
biting
buffalo
it thinking
bites.
it was going for buffalo, and it was not succeeding at it. And then when but I had another bite knowing there was a chicken parm, and it still wasn't quite.
You never recovered. You never recovered from that. I feel like
could be. Could have just been in my head.
The jalapeno, I was surprised. It was another one of those things where I was like, this could be weird. Like I wasn't sure if it was trying to be a jalapeno popper, like with that kind of. And I was surprised, like even with the ranch too, like the ranch dipping sauce, I thought was a nice kind of a complete
bite.
Yeah, the ranch cooled it down a little bit. Yeah. It was a good combo.
It's effectively a garlic knot, and a lot of times I'm at a pizza place. A garlic knot for me is like their salad. It's just like this is going to be fucking whatever. This is an extra thing they have. So my expectations are generally pretty low, but I thought these were quite
Papa
nice.
Bites were pretty decent.
I would 100% get these again.
The chicken parm ones came with just marinara sauce. I thought I liked them more than the jalapeno bites. I thought they were great.
I would also get the cheddar cheese sticks again.
Yeah, those were fantastic.
Those were real good.
Yep, but those are a limited time offer too.
Yes.
Really? Okay, because that's interesting. That feels like
cheddar cheese sticks specifically, but they were tasty.
And again, another thing that a pizza place, I'm like, you don't need to have sticks. I'll just get a slice. But like, these were pretty damn good.
Yeah, it does feel like a lot of these things I almost like take for granted because I'm so used to the Domino's menu, and it feels like a lot of those things, like maybe the bites not as much, but like the fingers or like the little sticks, like you get at Domino's, like pretty regularly, at least in Canada. There's like so I'm like, it's a limited time thing, I guess, but that to me feels like a pretty standard kind of like chain pizza.
You'd expect to be a staple, and maybe they're testing it out and are going to make it a permanent addition to the menu.
I do the stuffed cheesy bread at at Domino's, and that's really good, but they are like, it just is so much.
Yeah.
And these guys are like, these seem much light. I mean, they're not good for you, but I'm just saying they're breadsticks with cheese on top. It's easier to eat. That's what used to be what Papagino's did, Emma, as you remember. They had
it's like less bread than Domino's is so much.
It's bread. A lot of bread.
It's very doughy.
This is more cheese focused.
It's like eating one of them is like akin to a slice almost or something. Yeah.
Let's talk sauces real quick. So we got the garlic, the spicy garlic, the ranch, and the marinara. Was there one I'm missing? I think it was just those four, right?
No, we think because it says new garlic sauce, or it didn't say like new garlic sauce, but it is just the garlic sauce. When I opened it, mine was thicker, and then I took one from one of the pizza boxes, and that was like melted like the way you think of Papa John sauces.
I like it a little bit more melted. I like it a little bit more like a lobster butter, you know. But you know, sometimes you'll get it a little bit thicker, which is more like the little Caesar's garlic sauce consistency. The spicy garlic I had high expectations for, and I thought it just tasted bizarre.
Oh, it tastes like chemicals.
Yeah.
Chemical city.
Very sciencey, and it weirdly like not really spicy, but also not really garlicky. I was like, I wouldn't even know what it was trying to accomplish. It was a real bummer of a sauce.
It also like the butter came through in a way that like wasn't appealing, which is strange because butter usually is appealing.
Like, the best. The best food.
But yeah, it felt like it was confused. It felt like it didn't really know what it kind of was trying to do.
And also, we didn't get one of those that was like melted. Maybe we should have put it in with a pizza or something like that to have it melt down. But I don't think there's any way to save that sauce.
I agree.
Do you know, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, is that the first time I had like garlic butter like that? Is Papa John's in college? It might be. You know, I'm like.
It's the first place I remember that being I think they certainly popularized it if they didn't invent it, because it's the first time I remember encountering.
Yeah, I don't know if they invented it.
Yeah, they probably didn't invent shit, but I mean, but you know, it just made it a thing where now you can get that at Domino's, you can get it at Little Caesars, as I mentioned. You know,
yeah, Pizza was the first for me. Like in Canada, that was like the first. They have like a creamy garlic, they call it. It's kind of similar sort of thing.
Yeah. The ranch I thought it was fine, and the marinara I thought were fine. They both got the job done.
Pizza I was okay with.
Yeah,
I had everyone hates it, but I had it out there. I was like, oh,
it's fine. It's completely fine.
Yeah,
it still breaks my brain that Little Caesars in the States has a mascot whose catchphrase is Pizza, that is unrelated to a Canadian chain called Pizza. It's just mutual invention of saying pizza twice.
But their brand colors and everything are like basically the same.
They're basically the same.
It looks like it'd be the same
orange
company.
And white,
but they're not the same company.
No.
So
it's like
strange.
a totally independent, like national chain in Canada.
So weird.
Yeah, I used to buy weed like outside of the guy's like mansion.
Hell yeah!
Like some dealer was around there. You know, I was a bad boy.
Blogger gave you a hell yeah for buying weed. There's just mushrooms. Oh, that was the thing that surprised me.
Oh yeah,
in Toronto, it's just like buy mushrooms here. You're like, wow, they really
at the store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
at
like
the store.
They're like mushroom stores. I was like floored by it.
So you were there. I'm surprised you didn't see it there.
I know that the whole
walking up and down Bloor, you could see. I mean, they were everywhere.
Oh yeah. So
Spadina, there's a lot of them on Spadina.
Basically, the same court challenge that was initiated by a bunch of like weed like legalization advocates has been initiated for mushrooms.
Okay.
So basically, they're doing the same playbook before Canada legalized weed, which was the like Hail Mary that Justin Trudeau threw like years ago. Basically. Allowed for these sort of like gray area like weed shops to open, and the cops would show up and like shut one down, and then like 3 blocks down the street it would like pop up again, and that just kind of happened until legalization came through. So they're doing the same thing now with magic mushrooms.
Wow.
So you can buy shrooms, and it's kind of a like maybe we'll see you again, and then the store closes because the cops like raid it.
Yeah,
and then another one open. Like,
wow.
But yeah, they're gonna try. I think
because it's not technically legal, but they are just.
That's right.
It is so weird that they're openly advertising it, and it's a store, but
because the court hasn't ruled on it yet, one way or another, they're just sort of like, oh, legal gray area. Like
it's like a limbo.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope they're.
What do you say? What do you say to people buying shrooms up there in stores, Wags? You got something to say about that?
What do I say to people buying shrooms up there in the stores? Do I get something to say about that?
Yeah.
I sure do, Mitch. Thanks for tossing me this alley-oop.
Hell yeah. Like you said, hell yeah for him buying weed.
Hell yeah. Well, that's because I was doing hood rat shit like outside of Mr. Pizza's house, though. You know.
Did you forget that you just said hell yeah to him buying weed?
No, I didn't forget. I was ready to go.
Yeah, had it on deck.
Oh, for dessert, we got the Oreo Papa Bites, which
looked like shit.
They really look bad, and I was worried they were going to be like the Garden Veggie Papa Bow, but they were like, because they just look like garlic knots. They just look like pizza dough, like nuggets of pizza dough with Oreo cookie inside, and then just some cummy icing that you dip it in.
Cummy icy. I like cummy icy.
So and that was just on the side for dipping.
Cummy icy. When you go to a movie theater, I always try to get a cummy icy.
But I thought it was just like it looked pretty gross, and then I was eating, and I was like, this ain't bad. It's just a little crusty. It's a little too much savory crust.
Do you know what? I know what I hate is I bring a date to the movie theater. I'm like, you want to do the popcorn thing? And she's like, no, I'll just get a cummy icy instead. I'm like, oh, come on. And then I'm just drinking her cummy icy the entire fucking movie.
You're watching 28 years later. Start doing the popcorn thing solo.
If you eat, so let me tell you, the popcorn trick wouldn't work on an alpha. That thing would be sticking out the top of the popcorn box. We can't get over the size of these hogs. They're huge hogs.
Huge hogs.
Yeah.
You got huge
hogs.
I have to see it. I heard
you got something to say for those huge hogs?
No. Hell yeah. There's also pussy eating in the movie. That's fun.
There is some pussy eating. I actually, not a lie, I did walk out of the theater at that moment, and it was not intentional.
Hey, too much.
Yeah.
Walked straight into a screening of Sinners.
I came back and I said to Roger, I was like, did I miss anything? He was like, here's some pussy eating. I was like, oh.
You started screaming, put the hogs back on the screen.
What were you going to say? Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, Sus was saying about the Oreo bites, like, with a little bit of the cummy icy.
Yeah.
I think it helped with the doughiness.
For sure.
100%. Because they were a little too doughy. Look, I'll say this. The Oreo Papa Bites looked like bird shit on them, and then there was a side of cummy icing. They did not look
they didn't look
appetizing, and I think they were better than I thought they were.
Yes, they looked gross, and they tasted okay. And we got a 2-liter Mountain Dew. That was fun.
Hillbilly excellence.
Hell yeah.
I love the 2-liter Mountain Dew. It just felt like childhood having a big 2. Maybe 2 liters are, I mean, they're not. I guess having cans is more environmentally sound, but...
I never loved a 2-liter.
2 liters always go flat before you get to the end of it.
I know, but if you're drinking a 2-liter with a group of people just on the day...
We were missing the moonshine, right? That's the the sort of original Mountain Dew mixer. That's probably why we didn't drink it all.
We gotta do a drink or stank of moonshine at some point on this
podcast. I'll try some moonshine.
You both go blind.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, Mitch, I know you love your cats, Wally and Irma. Did they do anything particularly funny or lovable lately?
Wags, they do something funny and lovable every day.
Aww.
Wally was going nuts the other day. His tail got big and puffy. You know when the cats get the zoomies, they say?
Sure.
He was zooming left and right. And then also I went out and sat on my porch on a deck on my roof.
Yeah.
And Wally opened the door and said, "Come on here and sit on my lap." He came outside. He's not an outdoor cat. But He came and sat on my lap outside.
That's nice.
It was really cute.
Our next partner has made an important impact on 2 of the most important people in your life, your cats.
Wow.
And if you're out there listening and your cats are having digestive issues, throwing up their food, or your cat is simply in need of a diet upgrade, we've all been there. You should check out our next sponsor, Smalls.
Wow. Smalls cat food is protein-packed recipes made with preservative-free ingredients you'd find in your fridge, and it's delivered right to your door. Smalls was started back in 2017 by a couple of guys home cooking cat food in small batches for their friends. A few short years later, they've served millions of meals to cats across the U.S. Wags, I love Smalls because Wally and Irma are eating healthy. They love it. It changes up their diet. I want their coats looking nice and shiny. I want them to live a long time. And I know with Smalls, they're eating the best food possible.
Now, at this point, you listening to this might be wondering, why can't I just feed my cat kibble? Believe it or not, your cute kitty descended from ferocious desert cats who hunted live prey for food, and your cat isn't any different. They still need fresh, protein-packed meals to be at their best.
Wally was a wild desert cat?
Mitch, that's just science.
Oh my God.
After switching to Smalls, 88% of cat owners reported overall health improvements. That's a big deal. The team at Smalls is so confident your cat will love their product that you can try it risk-free. That means they will refund you if your cat won't eat their food. Wow.
Wally and Irma have been eating Smalls for a while now. They're walking on 2 feet.
They're bipedal?
They're bipedal.
Wow.
For a little
not one of the product's promised guarantees. That might not happen with your cat.
I just got a couple weird cats.
For a limited time only, because you are a Doughboys listener, you can get 60% off your first Smalls order plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/doughboys. That's 60% off when you head to smalls.com/doughboys plus free shipping. Again, that's smalls.com/doughboys.
Do it.
We should get to our final thoughts.
Susser just texted some of his thoughts to the group chat. If you want
to, he sent it to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
He also told me IRL, but I guess he maybe doesn't trust me to remember it. Anyway, we should get to our final thoughts, Steve, on Papa John's. So you know the show, you've heard how this works, but we'll each go around, give a closing argument, if you will, and give it a score from 0 to 5 forks. You are a guest seated to my left. Your thoughts, your fork score on Papa John's.
I was pleasantly surprised, I think, overall. Barf bowel notwithstanding, I suppose. I appreciate you guys, doing the vegetarian thing. This is going to hopefully make the rest of my little press junket slightly less full of the rumblies. But I don't know. The dipping sauces were mostly a letdown, which to me, it feels crazy how kind of central dipping sauce has become to my eating pizza now.
Yeah.
Considering for probably half of my life, if not more than that, that just wasn't a thing. But now I'm kind of oh, that's a bummer. I was really interested because I don't think I'd ever tried the dipping sauces. But yeah, the 2 crust kind of variants were cool. And, I don't know. I'm like kind of in the like 3, maybe even 3.5.
Wow. Okay.
3.5 feels high. 3.5 feels high.
3.5 is fair. I think
totally fair.
Like, yeah, I'm sort of. You know what? I'll go 3.25.
3.25.
Wow, I like it.
3 forks,
3
one time.
forks.
Mitch, what do you think?
Well, let me start with Suss's thoughts. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
And I want to hear what he said to you also, because maybe it's the same thing he said to me. I said, fork score and thoughts. This is Suss. 2.5. It's tough for me. It's tough for me though, because I've been eating so much New York pizza, and New York pizza. Forget about it. Papa John's, I feel sick. So he texted me this at 2:37, 2:38 p.m.
Yeah.
Then at 2:41 p.m. in the Doughboys chat, he texts, if you guys are in the record, make sure to add, I said, it's tough for me though, because I've been eating so much New York pizza. And then under it, and New York pizza, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah, so it was just me in the studio. I was having issues with my laptop and my iPad. I was trying to resolve that before the record. Susser comes in here and he's like, I gotta go. Gave me his fork score, which I'll sit on. And he said, but that's only that low because I've eaten so much New York pizza, forget about it.
Did he say forget about it?
Did the same bit.
I heard him while he was walking
He did the same bit 3 times,
also-
twice within 2 minutes.
He did it in the kitchen.
He did it in the kitchen, too.
Oh, he did say it in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because he was walking out and I heard I'm slicing here. It was.
Oh, well, Suss, I actually disagree with you.
Wow.
I think this is a pretty damn good outing from Papa John's. One of the better outings they've had. Whew. That veggie slice and the crust, the cheddar crust, I think is really good. I think it's fantastic. Nice, crispy. There's a good taste to it. It doesn't taste sciencey. It tastes like real cheddar cheese.
I thought it was going to need dipping sauce, and it didn't.
It kind of doesn't.
Yeah.
No, I dipped it a little bit in the garlic, and it was still good. But damn, why? Because I got to go all around. I had a really pleasant Papa John's trip. I got to go 3.5 forks.
Mitch, Papa John's might be here.
It's fair.
We've been dealing.
Amelia was nervously looking around.
Where?
John Schnatter walks in the studio.
You guys want to hear a joke? No.
I have some thoughts on Colonel Sanders.
I disagree with Susser, who gives it 2.5 forks. And again, because he's eaten so much New York pizza.
Forget about it.
I think that from my experience, having had some New York pizza in my life, but also, most of my pizza consumption has been from chains. And comparing these chains, and again, going back to what we talked about, the thesis of the podcast, Mitch, how is this chain succeeding at what it's trying to do to sort of be a mainstream presentation
main thesis of the
of American pizza
As Philosopher Kings.
Kings.
This was important to us when we first started, our thesis of what this chain is trying to do.
Yes. We want to be like the Sun Tzu and the Marcus Aurelius of our age.
Both
and
those.
So we are, from operating from this perspective,
Sun Tzu and Marcus Aurelius.
I think Papa John's, to me, is clearly a choice I'd put above Pizza Hut at this point. And I wouldn't put it above Domino's, and I also wouldn't have put it above Little Caesars, partly from a value standpoint. But I do think it's coming up, and I do think it's maybe arrived. The last time I checked it up, Mitch, that we did a canonical review score was during the pandemic, but we all landed on 3 forks. And I certainly do not have enough confidence in this chain to go all the way up to 4 forks, but I certainly can be ballpark buds with 2 y'all, and I think I'm going to land at 3 forks 2 times. I think 3.5 forks is about where Papa John's is right now.
Wow.
And hey, they could be in the Golden Plate Club at some point. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It may never happen, but it feels like a possibility. It feels like this is a franchise that's kind of getting its house in order.
And if they get into the Golden Plate Club, Papa John is forgiven for all his sins. Amelia, didn't you have a Papa John story?
Oh, not really. I took a UCB class with Papa John's niece.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. She was nice.
Did she always initiate with like pizza-based things?
Forget about it.
Hey,
he also did spell out. He spelled out "forget about it" in a very in that way.
Yeah, we know
that Italian way.
Yeah. Hey, it's time for a segment. I've got a food-related survey, and Mitch and Steve will compete to guess the results. Let's play the family food. We hear the Family Feud theme from the Super Nintendo version of the game.
Not too bad. It's
pretty good.
Okay. I almost thought this. I thought this was almost NES though. I thought.
No, the NES version is unrecognizable. I looked that one up. I think you need at least 16-bit fidelity to be able to accurately represent that theme.
Pretty good. Not too bad.
Pretty good.
I thought it would maybe be a little bit better on.
Sounds like a Casio.
Yeah.
A little Casio keyboard.
That little,
it is very Casio.
That little like Nintendo flair.
I mean, also we're just talking about there's some again. A younger person saying, but there are some bangers from Super Nintendo era that I always listen to the aquatic theme from Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, David Wise, the composer. Yeah, that one's an all timer. All right.
Are you into any sort of music like that, like a old video
chip
game
tune?
music or?
Yeah. I do. I really love. There's this like avant-garde composer named John Zorn.
Oh yeah, John Zorn.
Who loves he loved Carl Stallings music.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of time like who did all the Looney Tunes and sort of like that sort of stuff. And video game music, I mean, I feel like kind of the classic Nintendo. I'm blanking on the composer's name. Who did like all the Mario stuff.
Koji Kondo?
Yeah. Just like it's beautiful. Like such interesting kind of
right.
John Zorn?
John Zorn, yeah, that
Son of Zorn?
He's not related to the animated character Zorn.
Okay,
from the short-lived Fox series.
Yeah, that no one knows that I'm referencing.
Buddy Dan Lippert was
He
on.
was Zorn.
He was
Lippert
Zorn.
was Zorn. Yeah.
Lippert was Zorn.
Yeah,
and
he was.
No, he was the physical embodiment of Zorn. He was on-camera Zorn or on-set Zorn. Anyway, but that's not what the reference is. No, I know of John Zorn via my high school friend Brandon Wirtz, who listens to the podcast, and he was very much into them. It's like a really weird, like avant-garde is the right word to use, but like kind of like noisy, like anarchic version of jazz.
Yeah, and like pastiche kind of like he'll do this that was sort of, I guess, to kind of bring it around, like that video game music and all that kind of stuff, learning about Carl Stalling and like how he composed for like Looney Tunes, because it's so jump cutty and kind of like just like kind of it was not something that was ever on my radar like growing up. Like I played cello when I was in high school, and like we would play like Howard Shore's music from like The Lord of the Rings or like Hans, because that would be a way for like the music teachers to like keep us interested instead of just like playing Mozart or whatever. But the video game music was when I like kind of started teaching guitar before we were touring a lot, and like all the kind of younger kids would want to learn like Zelda music. Right. And so I like taught a lot of that, and it was like not on my radar really. And then you kind of like listen to it and you're like, this is amazing. Like, and obviously it is, like they're like legitimate composers who are like gifted musicians. But yeah, it's like it's cool. It's cool to kind of see that being appreciated as sort of a pretty serious form of composition. Yeah,
I'm always impressed by, like, especially in the, and a lot of people are doing this as a aesthetic choice now, but like in the era of like 8-bit and 16-bit composition, you had a limited number of audio channels you could work with. Like for a lot of 8-bit hardware, it was impossible to play a chord. You couldn't play that many notes at once. So it was like, and also have sound effects, which is, again, you were just so limited by like 4 channels or less, that a lot of stuff was just like arpeggiated, or they would use like the fact that you didn't have to have a human musician play it, and so there'd just be like this rapidity, this speed to it that was like almost impossible for like even a virtuosic musician to play.
How great is it in a Zelda game when the Zelda, because now in like the bigger games, when you finally get the theme, it's later on. You know what I mean? And
they hold off on it
when you finally kicks in, when you're like riding around somewhere and you hear, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
sure.
and so you were teaching like
all the kind of like just like that actually.
That's fucking cool as hell.
Yeah, it is. Like
playing left-handed like Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. Very cool.
Oh shit!
There you go.
And Mitch Mitchell was in the Jimi Hendrix band, wasn't he?
The Jimi Hendrix Experience. Yeah, he was the bummer. The bummer. He was the bass.
The bummer.
Bassist. He was not the bummer. He's a bassist.
There's a cool Mitch thank God, Mitch Mitchell.
Don't sell yourself so short.
Oh, I want to put myself down with McConnell, but I'd say that
The demon.
Ugh, the angel of death. He looks like a Headgum hunk. It's just a Headgum hunk outside. Not too many Headgum hunks in here today.
Yeah, not too many people in general. That's interesting. All right, the theme of this edition of Family Food is top fast food chicken chains ranked by sales.
Wow.
According to 2024. So this is a pretty contemporary list compiled by QSR Magazine and also compiled by Amelia Marino. The top 9 answers are on the board. Amelia, can you take
She
score?
just saluted you.
Yes.
Worldwide?
Thank you. No, this is just in America.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
Knowing Amelia, too, these are all going to be, there won't be anything weird in this quiz. And
There's nothing weird. No, this is a straight ahead list. All right,
Okay.
so we're looking
Almost
for
too normal. I'm a little worried about Amelia.
we're looking for the top fast food chicken chains by sales, and you can just buzz in. Well, actually, I guess we'll just alternate. We'll just take. So, Steve, do you want to go first or second?
You can go first. If you want to. I mean, it's up to you. You can go second.
I'll go first. Sure. I got to go with the Colonel.
Yeah. Good answer.
Show me KFC.
Is it number 1?
KFC is number 3
Wow.
in terms of sales.
Okay.
Again, the metric is sales.
Sales.
Yeah, this has got to be per store sales, right? Or is this total sales?
This is what I was talking about here. That I feel like this could be sometimes factually inaccurate.
All right, Steve has a point.
This is sales by the millions, and then they have a chart
Got it.
with how many millions of dollars
Can I-
each chain made.
Got it.
Franchise.
So which of these chicken chains is making bank?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is total sales.
God, this is total sales.
There's
yes.
no way that's per store.
This is total sales.
I'm going to go my answer, my first answer. We'll see I don't know where it will land. Jollibee.
Show me Jollibee.
That can't be right. Jollibee's not on the
Jollibee's
list.
not on there. That's also the Price is Right fail horn.
I feel like if it was worldwide, it would.
Oh, wait, it's in the U.S.
In the U.S., yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that
No,
part
it's not
of it.
done. No, Mitch gets a strike. All right, Steve, it's back to you.
all right,
you have 1
fuck.
point. Mitch has 0. And
I
Mitch
can't
has
believe
1
I'm
strike.
fucked.
We're not fucked. It's still anyone's game.
I'll take Popeyes.
Yeah, now I'm fucked.
Show me Popeyes.
Good answer.
Popeyes, number 2.
Number 2.
All right, I got
Top-
the right sound effect.
2 of the
now.
top 3 are off the board. All right,
All right.
Mitch, back to you. You have 1 strike, no points. Steve has 2 points, no strikes.
Okay. Above KFC, and this is in. Okay.
Only 2 and 3 are off the board. 1 and 4 through 9 are
4
all
through
available.
9.
Yeah,
Bo-
we have 9. on there.
Bojangles.
Show me Bojangles. Bojangles is number 7.
Oof.
Bojangles coming to the U.S.
Yeah. Wait, we're coming to the U.S.
It's
Coming
been
to
in the U.S. I
California.
meant to say
Coming to the West Coast.
L.A.
It's fine. You're doing okay.
No, I'm doing bad.
You're crushing it.
I'm doing really bad.
No, you are doing kind of bad, but you're doing all right.
I mean, we're
I
always
think
doing
you're doing
bad.
good.
Yeah.
Stop being
we're
able
all-
to speak in
everything's
the back
Wait,
of the
Amelia, you think
episode.
we're doing
Everything
good?
is
I think
bad.
he's doing good.
Maybe you need to do a water
overall in
fast.
the episode? What do you mean by you think he's doing good?
Overall end right now.
That's nice.
She's trying to keep her job, and it's working.
Not with me, it's not.
All right, Bojangles off the board. Steve, your next
I
answer.
fucked
You have
up.
2 points, no strikes.
It's got to be Chick-fil-A.
Show me
Oh my
Chick-fil-A.
god, that's number 1. I can't believe I didn't think it. I couldn't think it's Chick-fil-A.
Number 1, Steve has 1, 2, and 3. However, you don't get bonus points for position. It's just number of total answers correct. So
This
Mitch,
is
you
the
are still
only
in the
thing that
game.
will save me, but I already have a strike.
Yeah.
Raising Cane's.
Show me Raising Cane's. Rocketed up the list to number 4.
Wow.
One of the fastest growing chains out there. All right, you both are doing great. Steve, back to you.
Oh, boy.
5 through 7 and number 9 are available.
Churches?
Show me
Good
Churches.
answer. That's on the list.
Thank the Lord. Church's Chicken is number 9. All right, 5 through 7, Mitch. I'm sorry, 5, 6, and 8, rather.
5, 6, and 8.
All of these chains.
Jollibee still wasn't in there in the U.S., huh? All these
Yeah.
chains, what?
No, I'm just saying these are all things we've reviewed.
There's got to be not
No,
enough
sex we've
Jollibee
never
locations.
Oh,
Was
okay.
that-
The one of these we haven't done.
Locations.
There
for
must,
Jollibee.
there must not be enough
Yeah.
Jollibee locate. You're 100% right.
So this will be I guess a hint more for Mitch, but 2 of these we've reviewed, 1 of these we've not reviewed of the remaining 3.
Why am I blanking on this? I'm doing bad today. I'm doing bad.
Amelia's silent over there.
I was gonna say.
Wow. Wow.
All right. All right. All right. Chicken chains. I'm going to go with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh yeah.
Show me Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's not up there.
Not in the top 9 in terms of sales.
What?
Wow. Yeah.
Good guess.
It is a good guess.
Oh shit.
All right, Mitch has 2 strikes. 1 more, he's out, and Steve wins by default. But Steve, you're still in the lead. What's the score right now?
Steve has 4, Mitch has 2, and 2 strikes.
Got it.
So they're chicken chains.
Chicken
Fucking
chains.
Amelia.
It's not like
Fast food chicken chains. That might be why Buffalo Wild Wings is not on the list. It may not qualify as fast food because it is a sit-down restaurant. So it could be that.
Okay.
Could be. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Sounds like another fucking bullshit Amelia list.
oh man.
Yeah, I think all of these chains have drive-throughs.
Interesting.
I'm like, oh boy. Wingstop?
Oh, that was going to be my other guess.
Show me Wingstop. Wow.
Buffalo. Well, hold on a second.
So
Wingstop. I went with Buffalo Wild Wings
Yes.
over Wingstop.
Yeah.
And Wingstop's on there, but Buffalo Wild Wings is not.
Well, Buffalo Wild. First off, Wingstop just may have higher total sales. That just may
It's a
be
possibility.
But also, like in terms of take it up with QSR magazine, because if they've excluded it from the list because it's not a fast food restaurant, I will say they're very
That's a
different concepts.
fast food restaurant.
They're very different concepts. Buffalo Wild Wings is a sit down. It's closer to a Chili's or an Applebee's. Wingstop is geared towards takeout and delivery.
Okay.
Do Wingstops have drive-throughs, or are they all carry out?
I don't know if I've seen one, but I'm sure some
but
exist
it's the
with
same
the
vibe
drive-thru.
as like a drive-thru.
Yeah, there's like a Wingstop at a ghost kitchen near my apartment.
Yeah, I
which
was
is
a lot of them
really-
are
I
just
feel
like
a lot-
carry out
yeah.
counters. There's not even tables in the place, kind of thing.
Do they do anything, any Canada specific wing varietals? Is there anything like equivalent of like an all dressed chip that's more of a Canada exclusive?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's all your kind of basic
Got it.
honey garlics and your whatever.
I just pulled this other one out. Thank
yeah.
God I could remember it. And I might go out on this one, but Zaxby's.
Show me Zaxby's.
Still in.
Still
in.
That's the one we haven't done.
Do you have 0 strikes?
0 strikes.
I'm done for.
Steve is going to win. He's gotten 5 out of 9. There's no way for Mitch to win, but we can just see if there's if we can
One
close
more
this list
left.
out. There's one more left. Number 8. Steve, do you want to try to get a guess?
Yeah, I did just have a memory of a visceral memory of Buffalo Wild Wings. We had a day off once in Arkansas somewhere, and we were like at the hotel. We like got in late. We were like driving all day, and we get to the hotel and we're like, "Hey, man, like we're really hungry. Like, what's the best restaurant in town? You know, we want to go." And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, you got to go to Buffalo Wild Wings."
That rocks.
Just was like, we were like, "All right, I guess that's what we're doing."
Not a bad choice.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I think that was that's my only Buffalo Wild Wings.
Doesn't count though. Doesn't fucking count.
There's one
okay.
left. Number 8 on the board. It is a different category of chicken, I would say, than the other chicken chains we've.
If you get this one,
Said
you just
here.
completely kick the shit out of me. That's fair, right?
The only one that's in my brain is Roscoe's, but that doesn't feel right. But
Show me Roscoe's.
there's no way.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
you've
there's
collected
no
your
way.
first strike.
My first
Mitch,
strike.
what do you think?
Oh God, I gotta go to the bathroom so bad.
Get your last strike, and then we can take a break.
My last strike. You don't think I'm gonna get it? We haven't reviewed this play. Oh,
No, we have reviewed this.
No,
one.
the one we hadn't
Zaxby's is
reviewed
the
was
one.
Zaxby's,
Okay,
yeah.
so we have, and I said Raising Cane's.
Yeah. Different style of chicken that we've covered.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I know what it is. BBQ chicken.
Show me BBQ chicken. Mitch, I'm sorry you got your third strike. You are out. Do you want me to just say the answer?
No, but he should guess as well.
All right, great. So, Steve, do you want to take another guess?
No.
Okay.
So not BBQ chicken. Is it a Korean style?
No,
chicken?
it's not a Korean chicken.
Oh,
No,
it's not a Korean.
no.
Oh, that's when you said a different kind of chicken.
No.
Oh, I get it now.
What is it?
It's a rotisserie style chicken. So?
You're close.
I'm close. Boston Market?
It's not Boston Market.
Hold on. This is fun.
Okay. Yeah, we're having fun.
I'm having a great time.
Okay, we can think of this together.
Okay.
This will be fun for me if we can get this together. So a rotisserie style chicken place. No, in my mind, I immediately was just thinking of the place you just tried for the first time, but
it's not Cheeky Nando's.
It's not Nando's.
Because this is a U.S. U.S. that has a large U.S. presence. It is certainly a chain that I grew up with that has more of a West Coast presence, but I believe it is national now.
Oh,
there is a very catchy jingle associated with it.
I never knew anything about it until I moved to LA.
You didn't know anything about it until you moved to LA.
Mm-mm.
And it has a jingle with all I could think of was the Tito's Tacos.
You're in the right ballpark.
Oh, El Pollo Loco. That's it.
There you go.
Do you want to take a question or do you want to take a shit?
Let's do the question.
Okay, great. Just like a restaurant via feedback, let's open to the feedback. Today's email is from Adam from Portland. Adam writes, I've heard Emma mention the Popeyes at the Kennebunk rest stop in Maine several times now, and it reminded me of something.
I mentioned it too. It's the only time I ever had Popeyes.
I live in Portland, Maine, and one time my lovely husband, much more successful, does not listen to the show, had me drive down to the rest stop to get Popeyes and bring it back home. It was an hour-and-a-half trip altogether. The food was fine. What's the furthest you would drive for fast food you like but don't love? Food fully yours, Adam. P.S. There's now a second Popeyes in Maine. It's in South Portland across from the Maine Mall. Exciting stuff. How about that? Wow. Thanks, Adam. Furthest you've gone.
I bet the alpha husband that doesn't listen to the show has one of those alpha hubs.
Furthest you've gone for food you like but don't love.
Taking Popeyes for an hour-and-a-half ride. I'm like trying to decide what that would be like when you get it home.
I think
it can't be very good.
You got to eat it on site.
Yeah, or at least like in the car.
So that's 45 minutes each way. We're thinking, right?
Yeah.
That you don't love.
I actually have an answer here because there was a time in college. We were like, you want to get Dippin' Dots? And we're like, yeah, let's get Dippin' Dots. And we're losing the locator for where Dippin' Dots were, and the closest one was on the Santa Monica Pier and did not live at Santa Monica at the time, so I had to take the bus all the way there. And so it was like 40 minutes each way to get Dippin' Dots. But you know what? They're pretty good.
This is tricky because this is just like what we do for the podcast all the time is like, we got to go to this place and it's like, whatever. It's in Pasadena or something.
But thinking about outside of the premise of the podcast, outside of something we have to do for work, something you do for like, hey, you know what? I'm kind of craving that. It's not my favorite, but it's kind of what I want right now. I'm going to go out of my way for it. Or there was maybe someone that you had a friend or a family member who was like, they really wanted to crave this. They were really craving this and you tagged along.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'd probably go pretty far out of my way for like a Dairy Queen Blizzard if I was craving it.
Yeah, Dairy Queen's a good answer.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty specific.
Yeah,
if that's what you're craving, you're not getting it anywhere else, really.
But I love dairy. I love a Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
Blizzard.
that's where I'm struggling. Yeah. I'm like, there's no Taco Bell near my house, but I love Taco Bell.
Right.
Yeah. That's the because I don't think I've ever done that for food that I'm just like.
Well, and then make it a hypothetical. What's the furthest you would go?
Or make it like it sounds like they went with their partner to get it wasn't for them, it was for their partner. Yeah. So like maybe it's like you have a friend or someone who was like, I really want this, and you're like, yeah, I could go.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've done that for like, let's go to the Outback or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and I don't love the Outback, I guess.
I once went way out of my way for Black Angus. And I do like Black Angus. I think Black Angus is fun. Natalie and I have been to Black Angus for Thanksgiving. It's like a fun spot.
I have an idea for the show.
But it's a bit of a haul. And you get there and it's just like, this isn't blowing my mind, but sometimes kind of a fun place to eat.
Angus week. We watch Angus on the double. We go to Black Angus.
That's pretty good. We did Tombstone week previously where we watched Tombstone and then we had Tombstone pizza.
Angus week.
Yeah. I've been thinking of doing Red Baron week. We got to figure out the right Red Baron movie.
I like that.
Yeah.
Angus Week, are you going to do like Scottish? You're going to take on like some Scottish personalities?
That's fun.
Yeah, I can pull
that is
that
fun.
Yeah,
That's
for
fucking
sure.
fun as hell.
I'm thinking about like, I guess I kind of have to reverse engineer this a little bit, but like, there are no Waffle Houses near me.
Yeah.
Right? Like Waffle House being kind of like a regional sort of in the South. Like whenever we're in Kentucky, like visiting the in-laws or whatever, I'll make even if nobody wants to come with me, I'm like, all right, I'm going to Waffle House. Like,
yeah.
Because that's one that like I it's just hitting all the time, and I never get to eat it at home.
100%.
This is my exact answer. When I was in Arkansas, and I shot a short film there. After we wrapped, I went with one guy to to Waffle House that was like, and it was out of the way to go there. And but here's the thing, I also do love Waffle House, but I think that's kind of the sort of answer that it's like, let's go to Waffle House. Or like for me back there, it would probably be like a chain that's like a Massachusetts chain that's there's only one left of like Friendly's or something, you know what I mean? But I used to love Friendly's. But I know that the quality, the quality is dipped and it's whatever sort of thing.
I think my answer right now, and I do really like this place, but like it, going by the letter of the law, fast food you like but don't love. It's not one of my top chains. This is a chain I really like. I think it's Arby's right now because they all the Arby's in LA proper have closed. The closest one I can get to is in Inglewood, so it's a little bit out of the way. But I have gone to that Arby's, and there are times I just like I just want Arby's. This is worth the hassle to go all the way over there.
I think if someone was here and they were like, I want to try Rallies, I would love to go to. It's like, and for me, I have to go to like LAX area to go to Rallies.
Yeah. Which
is itself a 50-minute to an hour drive.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, in hell, I never want to drive to LAX.
Well, it sounds like you should take the rail and go to the LAX Metro Center.
I would love to take the rail, but you know how it is. It's not completely done yet. Well, there's a lot of issues.
Yeah.
You got to take a fucking bus.
Yeah, you get to LAX Metro Center now. They have not connected the air train to the airport until 2026. So right now you got to take a little 2-mile bus.
Get to me when it's connected. You're the train guy. You don't like
you need
riding
that seamless
buses.
Experience.
I like riding buses.
Yeah.
But that would be a lot more elegant if you get on the hair train there. Yeah.
So what about a tour bus? You could whatever. You wouldn't like a tour bus?
Well, what's a different kind of bus?
He prefers the buses with strangers.
Yeah, I like the city bus.
God damn it.
Well, also like
a little more like local color.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
but I'm also like and then I gotta be on the road for a long time.
I know. I get you don't like it. You're just an infinitely frustrating man in many ways.
Now, if you knew you could dump your piss
on any city,
Oh, this is a great question. Dump your piss.
Wow,
on
this is a great question. You could dump your piss on any city in America.
Guess what, Chicago?
Lower 48, right?
Lower 48, yeah.
Chicago, you've tasted Dave Matthews. Now you're gonna taste mine. You get the fucking piss, the Mitch piss. You're gonna be praying for Dave Matthews piss after you get my piss. It's nasty.
My pick is easy: Boston, Massachusetts.
Whoa!
You piece of shit.
We're talking about the Boston Tea Party after I'm there.
Quincy's safe.
Quincy is safe.
It's Jacksonville, Florida for me.
Good answer.
If you have a question or comment about the world of chain restaurants, you can email us at feedback@birdfuck.com or leave us a voicemail at 830-GODO. That's 830-463-684. Our producer is Emma Brink. Our associate producer, Amelia Marino. Our supervising video producer, Casey Donahue. Our video editor, Mike Dorfman. Doughboys merch, kinshipgoods.com/Doughboys, and the Doughboys Double L, our weekly bonus episode over at patreon.com/Doughboys. Steve Sladkowski of Pup. What a treat to have you here.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's amazing, and I will say, as a fan and listener, I know what it's like to be in a creative partnership that is many years long.
Sure.
And how difficult it is. And I just want to say it's nice to hear you guys actually not shy away from when there are moments of like disagreement and tension and because it shows how much you both care about this. And I know that it's a goofy podcast or whatever, but it brings me a lot of joy, and I think a lot of people a lot of joy. So it means a lot.
What a nice thing to say.
Also, we are both fans and listeners of yours, and you make infinitely better product.
Oh, well, let's not. The bar is low for both of us.
No, that's not true. No, listen to Pup. That's what I say. And also, I got to say, that's very kind for you, but I want to know, do you have anyone in the band that won't travel by plane or by car, or only by train.
Yeah, I'd also say, do you have anyone in the band who's like doesn't show up on time and doesn't check their email?
You could have just said me. Like I'm the princess of the band. No, it's unfortunately that part of like the travel and all that. You just get kind of. Yeah, you realize you have more in common with like long haul truckers and like business like flight travelers.
Right.
It's just like I'm like, oh, this is not what I ever expected to be my life. Me just like being annoyed when someone like can't fit their suitcase like in the carry-on. I'm like,
annoying.
come on.
Also, too many people trying to get away with just getting like if you're there for a week, just bring a fucking suitcase for crying out loud.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I guess checking bags is maybe it costs more money on a lot of flights.
So yeah, sometimes it does, but you know, but yeah, I the band is, you know, the record's out. Who will look after the dogs? When people are hearing this, I guess we will be, if there's anyone listening in New Zealand or Australia, we'll be there in August.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That rules.
Yeah, I'm going to be really tired. And if you're in the U.S., we'll be on tour with our friend Jeff Rosenstock in September and October. And for Canadian listeners, we will be on tour in Canada at the absolute worst fucking time in November, December.
Wow.
So, yeah, if you were interested in coming out to a show, we'll be around.
I love it. Check it out. Go. I have to come and see you in concert.
Yeah, we'll be in LA.
When are you going to be here?
Yeah, I know where I am all the time. I have that in my brain. I don't ever have to look.
Do you know where you're going to be playing?
Yeah, I do.
While you look that up.
Yeah, please.
October 2nd at the Hollywood Palladium.
At the Palladium.
Oh, how fun.
Wow,
What a cool venue.
that rules. Yeah.
So, well, you guys, you let me know.
Hell yeah.
We'll make it happen.
There you go.
You'll maybe see me.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Wags is just not.
We've had this thing like come up a lot, just like between the four of us, where like when friends come into town, like on tour and stuff, we start to be like, so like we can go for dinner. And then, like, I don't need to come to the show if you don't want. Like, we're fine, right?
Oh, to be clear, I'd be honored to come to the show. That was more a joke towards Wags. If I'm in town, I will be here. That is the truth. I will be there.
Hell yeah!
Wow. Hey, that'll do it for this episode of Doughboys. Until next time, for the Spoonman, Mike Mitchell, I'm Tiger Wagger. Happy eating.
See ya.
That was a Headgum podcast.